Just give me a couple more minutes, folks, and just need to do a final test of something. So have some more F-Zero GX music.
Five minutes, 5 games, £50,000.
Don't know this.
But with the pressure on and the clock ticking,
Pass.
lose your nerve, the hourglass turns, and the money drains away.
Oh my goodness.
This is 5 minutes to a fortune.
Good evening. Stutter from Unity. Don't like the look of that. But welcome to the quiz night and welcome to another edition of 5 minutes to a fortune. Oh, hang on. We've got a noise from Matt. And what do you say, Matt?
61 months around this bonkers community, and it just gets better and better. Less than 3.
Less than 3. Thank you very much, Matt, for the very generous tier 3 61 months.
Hello from Scenic, back from the dentist. My mouth is still numb.
Can you still feel your face? Thank you very much for the 52-month resub there, Ralph. Appreciate that as well. Welcome on in, and welcome to you all for this beautiful quiz night here. Hype train started, AB me, triggering it off with a 45-month resub. Thank you for that. Clearly, everybody's got a resub to do tonight.
51 months. Will tonight's team do better than the McLaren Communications Department? Only time will tell, Ash.
I would hope that we will do better than the communication department of McLaren, yes. Thank you for the 51 months, appreciate that. Plus, the Matt with the 20 bits, hype train, choo-choo, appreciate that as well. Yes, team orders are back, baby. Hope you're all doing well, by the way. And also, thank you, Vixen, for the 40 bits on-screen celebration of all of the hearts. Hello, hearts out there. So yeah, I did have to delay the start of the game because I noticed something weird happened when it loaded all of the stuff from Google Sheets. Yeah, it didn't load some of the values at all, and I know exactly why. I'm not going to mention why, but I know exactly why it happened. £5 dono from Tipster.
Hey everyone, games are back.
Games are back. Hello there, Tipster. Appreciate the £5 dono. Hope you're doing well this evening. I will elucidate as to why things went wrong later, but doing so would give you a bit of a hint as to what the pack's got.
For last Friday, and I'm still handcuffed to a radiator.
Oh, okay.
Please send a nail file and hacksaw to PO Box 91.
PO Box 91, and then the postcode's got 573 in it somewhere. Thank you for the 100 bits only. We will send help out, though unfortunately it's going to be by pigeon, and it's going to take probably 14 to 28 business days. I hope that's okay. Thank you for the 100 bits, though. Appreciate that. 3 wrong in a row, and you're... no, just wasting a lot of time and money. Yes, you are going to be wasting a lot of time and money in tonight's game. Plus, BC, thank you for the 40-bit on-screen donation, because I'm doing a lot of trumpeting this weekend coming up. Pigeons don't fly the weekend. Yeah, they take breaks as well. They're very strong on the unions, unfortunately. Can we get Prey to deliver it? No. Prey needs his rest. Birds are entitled to holiday too, as Tipster would know, absolutely. But yeah, they are unionised very, very strongly. So tonight's game of 5 Minutes of Fortune comes courtesy of Blackbird. I will say ahead of time, this might be a slightly more devious pack than usual, with certainly some of the rounds are not exactly following the usual formula for the content, but they may still, be quite fun to play out. So we'll see how you do with tonight's game of 5 Minutes of Fortune. And with this game, there are 2 sides to it. You can play in the audience, just play with your own personal hourglass and get yourself some guaranteed doots for doing well in the game. Or you can try your hand at being in the hot seat. We will be picking one of you out at random in the hot seat to join the game. And then you will decide from the remaining that can also play in the hot seat who to bring along with you, because in this game you kind of need to know how your partner does on certain things, because one of you is going to have to make all the decisions as to time and categories that are played out, whereas the other one only gets to answer one of the questions at the end, if we get to that point and you haven't drained all your money from the hourglass in the process. So take that into mind, and again, hot seat edition, you will need to be able to join me in Discord and play by voice. So if that does not, if you do not want to do that, that, or you just don't want to be on stream whatsoever, that's absolutely fine. When you go on Hackbox, by the way, that's the way to play this game in the audience, just hit the exclude button, or in fact in this game it tells you with the hot seat or audience, so pick the audience button and it will place you squarely into the audience game. So to join the game, the room code is XVBV. You will need to have logged into Twitch first on the Hackbox screen, so make sure on the top right corner of the Hackbox screen that you have already logged into Twitch. You can already see your own avatar up there. If you don't, click it, authorize with Twitch, and then enter in the room code XVBV to join this game. And as you can see, as you are joining in the lobby here, that you are receding into the background or pushing forward into the foreground, depending on what kind of game you would like to play. Those in the foreground, you can be picked to be one of the hot seat players tonight. Those in the background, you are just playing along in the audience for a bit of fun and a bit of doots as well. It's not updated your profile picture, Shiru. Has it not? Well, it should try to. It remembers the old it'll remember the old one, and then it will redo things to try and get any updated avatar. It hasn't actually updated for you, which is interesting. If I nudge it, it might work, but I'm just going to leave it alone. You love to be in the hot seat, but have no one to squad up with. That is a bit of a problem. Though we have had that happen before, that someone fairly new to the community has tried their hand in 5 Minutes to Fortune. And it did okay for them. They unfortunately didn't go all the way to claim any money out of the hourglass. It was all drained out. They still had a good game nonetheless. So I wouldn't say necessarily take that as a complete don't apply. But obviously there is a bit of advantage in knowing who you are playing with. Because it is strictly in the game, there was no discussion on set, though we are a bit relaxed about that here. We can have a little bit of a discussion if you want to, just nothing that completely breaks the game and makes it that you are deciding when you're not supposed to be deciding. That's basically what we're going for. As we demonstrated in the opening game with Clive and Stard, I allowed a lot more than what normally would happen on a game show. They had discussions, and then they had technically. And yes, the technically still applies in this game for those that understand what the technically means. I'm not going to say any more than that because that would ruin a lot of the fun of the game. XVBV, if you'd like to play this game. And thank you, by the way, to Pokenuts for helping proof tonight's game, written by Blackbird for 5 Minutes of Fortune. Later on, we will have Snap It Up as our second main game. That one has been written by Lingo Maniac. And thank you to Inca for proofing that pack. And according to the notes, very little needed to be done to the pack to bring it up to stream standards. So I think that was a really well written pack up ahead in Snap It Up. Oh, hello. Potter Dan is doing a manifest for score count. Score count in the foreground could be up to be picked here. Prey is listed as a 2x champ, I will say here, on the thing. But the one thing I have done since we've last played this is I've integrated a bit of topper code. Although it's not actually top-up code, but, you know, influenced by how he does his lobbies. And it will now wait who gets picked in the hot seat. So Prey, since you have been in the game quite a few times in the hot seat, it's your chances of being picked, I'm not going to say they're zero, but they're very, 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 very low. So if you do get picked, it'd be a stupid, like, 1 in, I think the weighting it's doing right now is like 1 in 100,000 of it happening. So it shouldn't happen, but it still could happen. Your chances of being picked drastic go down. They do indeed, Oni. Manifesting Prey from Matt. Well, I'm going to say, the likelihood of Prey being picked is very low. I wait payment for use of the thing is, I'm not using your algorithm, Topper. I'm just influenced by what you have done. So technically, to apply that rule, technically I don't have to. Reread, but unless there's some. Really, no. Manifest Prey. Oh, Vixen, why are you Manifest Prey? Heavily inspired, yes, heavily inspired. Noticeably lower than 8 2/3 chance at the. Oh my god. We're really doing some Steinomath, are we? Okay. We'll give you one more minute to get into this lobby. You will not be able to join in late on this game, unfortunately. I've not lost my shit yet, Matt. This is just the beginning. Yeah, 1 more minute to decide what you want to do in the game, and then we will be picking our main player, who will then decide a second player to join on the ride for 5 Minutes of Fortune. If you've never played this game before, it's a bit like 1,000 Heartbeats. Is that a way you describe it? I suppose so. Mini games galore with lots of money in an hourglass. What you need to do is to allocate an appropriate amount of time for each round, such that you can complete 5 correct answers in that round before the hourglass starts to turn and then the hourglass starts to drain. Rinse and repeat for 5 rounds, and then you get to the final, which is a top 10, when you have to try and keep as much of that money still in the hourglass. And if you can complete the final top 10, you walk away with what's left in the hourglass. That is basically it. In the audience game, you can answer pretty much every question apart from in the final. You cannot answer on the final top 10 because all you get to do at that point is watch your money drain. Yay! The numbers don't lie. You will have your own personal hourglass, but your hourglass is influenced by the main game. You are trying to predict how our hot seat players are going to do. So bear that in mind. You can answer freely on each question, and you get guaranteed doots for doing so. That is a side pot to everything else. It should show everything on Hackbox what that all means. But the reality is you can play along, get some guaranteed doots, but you can also try and do some time predictions and try and get even more doots from keeping money in the hourglass, depending on how our hot seat game plays out. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of 1,000 Heartbeats like, and I could bring some of the 1,000 Heartbeats rounds over this way in some regard. Some of them potentially could work, like Unscramble, Limerick. That could probably work out quite well over in 5 Minutes to Fortune Land. But then I don't want to blur the line too much that they are basically the same game, because they are very, very different in how they are functioning. Right, it is time. Colo, welcome on in. Give you a quick moment to decide whether you want to play in the audience or hot seat. You have receded into the audience. So it's time to pick our main player for tonight's game, who is definitely in the hot seat tonight. BC 2014, you have been picked by the game as our main hot seat player. So please make your way to the green room. We'll get yourself sound checked, etc. And then we can have a bit of a discussion as to who you want to bring along on this ride of 5 minutes to a fortune. All right, no worries. Oh, BC in the hot seat. This could be a very, very interesting game indeed. As I say, there are some slightly trickier puzzles in the rounds tonight, written by Blackbird, but could still be a lot of fun, must be said. So we'll see how they all handle it tonight. So we can cheer because you didn't pick me right. Yay! The system works. I think the system works, Prey. Though, technically, BC could pick you to join in tonight. There is nothing to stop BC from doing that. Though, I think, it would be nice to pick somebody else. Why is Oni upside down? Why is Oni upside down? Did you just toggle Oni? Yeah. Okay, interesting. I need to stop you from toggling. I need to stop you from toggling after receding or away, because that happens. Okay, thank you, everyone. Let's bring BC in here and say, good evening, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, doing well. I'm currently dealing with some Aussies, apparently, in the lobby who want to be in inverted land. Welcome on in. Your first time in the hot seat for 5 minutes to a fortune, but not your first time in the hot seat for any of my games. You have been, of course, in 1,000 Heartbeats before. So, how do you think you're going to reckon in how you're going to perform in tonight's game?
Very much depends on the rounds. There's some rounds I'm going to really like, and there's some which I might not. And then you mentioned the pack's devious, so now I'm like even more unsure if I might go.
Well, of course, to play this game, you need a duo. So you're going to be playing, but who would you like to play with? Anyone with a name badge, I'll use that as my clarification, can be picked to play tonight's game. Who would you like to bring along?
I think tonight I will bring along.
Thanks, Tip.
Score.
You're going to bring Score. Oh, okay then. Score. Get yourself in. I mean, do yourself a sound check. Or just jump straight in here. Of course, you have the power to do that. Good evening, Score. How you doing?
Evening.
It's been a while since you've been here in the hot seat on a game, isn't it?
It's been a hot minute, and good acting there, BC, making it sound like this wasn't pre-planned.
Well, welcome to you too. As I say, Score, it's been a while since you've been in the hot seat, and BC has been in the hot seat before, but this is your first time in 5 minutes to fortune for both of you. But you have seen a few of the games play out already. Have you made any plans already as to who is going to be the game player and who is going to be the timekeeper?
We've had a discussion.
Yeah.
Just one discussion.
Yes, one discussion. I think I'm going to play the games, and you're going to do the final, I think.
I'm going to sit here and watch the paint dry on your back.
So Score is going to be the timekeeper, and Ben, you are going to be the game player for the majority of the game. Okay, that has been assigned in. I guess then, are you both ready to play?
As we're going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play 5 minutes to a fortune. And, oh, thank God they go away. Thank God they go away. That would have been rather embarrassing if those three avatars remained upside down like that. So, for you in the audience, you all start with 50,000 doots in your hourglass and 5 minutes on your personal clocks to allocate. As a reminder, what you need to do is allocate those 5 minutes across 5 of the rounds that our hot seat players are going to play. So an average of 1 minute per round is sort of a decent benchmark, though different rounds will require different amounts of time depending on how our players actually perform as well. Any time that you allocate that doesn't get used, that gets binned at the end. So you may as well try and allocate the best you can, but if you under-allocated any of the rounds, then that money you have currently in your hourglass will start to drain, much like our hot seat players will as well. So you need to try and allocate that time as best you can to preserve the doots in the hourglass. Now, all of you in the audience, you have 50,000 doots to work with. Here in the hot seats, they are playing with 5 times the amount. They are playing with 250,000 doots. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of doots, isn't it, Score?
No pressure.
No
pressure.
I remember the last time I tried to go for 250,000 and how that one ended.
So all of the pressure, though, we have seen that Prey and Oni did incredibly well last time round, claiming just over 200,000 doots from the game. So it is very, very possible, but very, very difficult as well. Let's go over to the category board to see the 7 categories that you have to play with tonight. Oh, I timed that almost perfectly. So your 7 categories are Bookworm, Number Cruncher, Animal Lover, Big Kid, Science Geek, Trivia Junkie, and Wordsmith. So you need to pick 5 of these categories across the game. Possibly a 6th will happen randomly, depending on if there's any emergency stops going on. And then whatever is left over, then Score will be playing in the top 10. But Score, since you are the timekeeper, you are the one that makes all the decisions about the categories and time. So, which category do you think BC would want to play first?
We had some debates on our attack strategy.
Oh, so you have done the actual thing that they would have done on the show then? Or pre-show?
Like, pretty much every time this has been on, we've been in text chat just going, right, so, and planning out a strategy. And the plan was to pick something that BC would not feel too strong about and, burn up a lot of our time early on and make it back later. Just to, give us more wiggle room with emergency stops and things like that. Annoyingly, none of the categories that we sort of labelled as, oh dear.
That's not annoying. That's not annoying. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing, but it's disrupted our game plan a bit. With that said, I think we're going to start off with Bookworm.
We'll start off with Bookworm. Okay, let's load that one up. Let me get my notes up for that. So, in this round, Ben, you'll be shown groups of words giving clues to the titles of famous books or poems, but only if you can work out the opposite or reverse association of those words. So, for example, we have here a peasant of the bracelets. The opposite of all of those, and the answer you need to give, is the Lord of the Rings. That is the answer we're looking for, the name of the book or poem that is rather famous. And that's what you need to do 5 times over to complete this round. So, taking that into mind, Score, and everybody in the audience, now you need to make a time allocation on Hackbox. Give me a number of seconds, or you can also express it as minute:seconds if you want to do it that way. We'll give you a bit of time, but we will press you for some sort of response within about 20 seconds or so. Score, have a bit of a discussion. Though you can't obviously talk to Ben about it, but you can have a discussion with me about it. How much time do you think Ben will need to complete this round?
We were planning on playing relatively aggressively, and I think he can get through this one pretty quickly. Like, just sort of going through it. I think probably 7 seconds per, so that would be 35, plus a bit of overage for passes. So I'm going to say 45 seconds for this first game, Ash.
45 seconds as everybody's allocated some time, and let's do that for you. And that is locked in. Ben, 45. Do you think that's reasonable?
It'll be okay. We'll see how we get on with this one. I think the opposites. I think the category of books is not bad at all. The opposites thing is sometimes quite hard to see exactly which to think of, like, the opposite word in some cases. So we'll see how this goes.
We'll see how it goes. What do the audience think? They've allocated a little bit more time. In fact, the minimum is exactly in line with Score's 45 seconds. Maximum of 1 minute and 10. So actually pretty close together on all of the predictions in the audience. But we'll see how that plays out. Someone forgot to put Godot as their name, me, very much so. So it is time for you to take your positions. And while you do that, I'm just going to bin that, because I don't need that running in the background. So, Score, one other thing to address. When the game goes live, you will have a big scary button appear on your Hackbox device. That is the emergency stop. If you think BC is struggling in the round and you want to stop it, then hit that button. But note, you can only do that once throughout the entire show, so make it count. Also, an additional reminder, if you do emergency stop, the next round will be picked at random from whatever the remaining categories are. All clear, Score?
All clear.
Okay, and for you, BC, just a reminder, if I find my notes, you will need to identify the titles of books or poems. You have 45 seconds to do so. At 10 seconds, the hourglass will start to turn. At 0, it will start draining. Ben, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just get my audio levels ready for this, and let's play.
Game 1, Bookworm.
Infinite Show? The Infinite Show? Pass. Must have a donkey. Pass. No, never mind. To a moon. Non-residents. Navigation to a moon. Pass. The roughness in
Hourglass is turning.
time. Pass. Night, dawn, night. No, pass.
Emergency stop
Not
straight
in those
away.
at all.
I didn't realise that would be. Yeah, I saw a couple of those.
Wow.
I think I saw maybe once like the horse whisperer maybe immediately after I passed, but I'm not even sure it was that one.
Not a single one on the board. I did see, by the way, a few answers coming in without the articles at the front. Because this was the opposites round, you did need to oppose everything that was in the phrase. So if you didn't give me definite articles to start the title, it wouldn't have counted as a correct answer from the audience. Not a single one on the board. We have emergency stopped, so we'll deal with that afterwards. But you did stop it before we turned the hourglass, so there's nothing drained, nothing lost just yet. Let's go through some of the answers. So first was a finite movie. This is The Never-Ending Story.
Okay.
The Never-Ending Story. Next, a donkey shouter is The Horse Whisperer. Next, a residence misdirection for a planet. Very complicated one. Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We're looking for there.
Yeah.
Next, The Smoothness Out of Space. That is A Wrinkle in Time. Bit of a difficult one going from smoothness to wrinkle. Daybreak. That was Twilight. We were looking for on that last one. And that is all the ones to cover back over.
I could have looked at those for quite a bit longer, and I think apart from the horse whisperer, I really would have struggled to get those, to be honest.
That just feels slightly better.
Well, you used your emergency stop, which is what it's there for. Didn't get a single one on the board. We haven't drained anything from the hourglass. We'll see that hopefully progress correctly. Yes, you still have $250,000 in the hourglass. Which sounds like a success. However,
Nothing was achieved.
However, nothing was really achieved. You have not completed the round. You still need to complete 5 rounds and score. You've already used your emergency stop, so now you are going to be sitting there for a while doing not much other than picking categories and time. That's all your job right now.
Nah, don't be sorry.
And of course, because that was the emergency stop, the next one is going to be a random pick. But before we get there, let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. Of course, everybody allocated a minimum the same that you did, Score, so no one has lost anything from their hourglass. Just some people have lost a bit more time. Though, we are going to redo this round coming up with the same amount of time. We just won't take it from your allocation, that's all. So you'll remain with these clock values at the end of the next round, and we are going to play out with the same amount of time on this next round. Yes, Tipster, it's going to be a random round with 45 seconds on the clock for our hot seat players, and we are going to jump straight into Big Kid as our random pick. Any ideas on what we're thinking Big Kid's going to be?
Please don't make me identify people or faces or something, because that's really what I don't want to hear right now.
I'm hoping something like, like identifying children's toys or children's TV programs might be where we're going here.
Okay, well, yeah, sort of along the right lines here, Score. So, Big Kid, Ben, you will be given a question. To answer, you will need to spell the answer out backwards. Yeah. But with part of Big Kid, they're all going to be game-related, video game-related specifically. So, your example is this. In the Mega Man games, what is the name of Mega Man's default weapon? The correct answer is Mega Buster, but you need to spell that backwards. So, in this example, you spell it backwards with R-E-T-S-U-B, don't worry about spaces, A-G-E-M for Retsub Agem. Those playing along in the audience, I can't remember if you do need to deal with spaces or not. Just for the hot seat players, they don't need to spell the space out. It just skips over. For you in the audience, you might have to spell with the space intact, but you do need to spell it out backwards like this. Yeah, Retsum Agum, indeed, Ryasu. Or Rias, that's the right, Rias. So that's what you need to do in this round. And if I press the button one more time, hopefully it all goes away. And it doesn't know what to do there. Sorry, waiting for Chris. There we go. Thank you. It all went away eventually. So it's the same time allocation for this round. And yes, Chris, you're right. Left arrow key is helpful. I'm not going to say any more reason as to why that is helpful, but it has been mentioned in the past for answering backwards. Score, what do we think? Do you think 45 seconds is going to be enough here, man? Good luck.
We'll have to make this back later. Good luck.
Okay.
Ben, what are you thinking about 45 seconds for this then?
This is like a better thing than I thought it would be. I think spelling it out backwards is still going to be slow. It's just a case of like, as long as I can get like the game questions, because I couldn't have named the example one there, which worries me slightly, but we'll see. I think there should be enough here. I should be able to like find one enough I know, and then just spell them backwards.
All right. Apparently my Hatbox connection is just reconnected, which is interesting. Hopefully it's still going to be intact. It's time to take your positions behind the unfunctional button.
I'll just start disassembling it for you.
Thank you. So, as a reminder, Ben, you will need to answer the questions by spelling backwards. You have 45 seconds to do so. At 10 seconds, the hourglass will start to turn. At 0, the hourglass will start to drain. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Let's play.
Emergency game. Big Kid.
What is the name of the overworld that the Diablo games take place in? Which Generation 1 Poison-type Pokemon evolves into Arbok?
There's the question gone.
Snake. Seconds?
Correct. 4 to go.
What are the last 3 inputs of the Konami code?
TRATSAB. BA.
Yeah, correct. 3 to go.
What outdoors object denotes a checkpoint in the Dark Souls game series?
Flag. GALF. Path.
Hourglass is turning.
Who composed the music Aquatic Ambience and Stickerbush Symphony for the Donkey Kong Country games?
Pass.
In the Sonic games, what animal is Knuckles?
Where's the question?
ANDIHCE.
Correct. 2 to go.
How many total playable characters are there in the original Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64?
12. EVLEWT.
Correct. 1 to go.
In the Sonic games, what is the official surname of Dr. Eggman?
KINTOBOR.
Stop the drain! Eggman. Well, there's clearly some bugs in that round that weren't there before. Don't know what was going on with the question not showing up for half of them. But thankfully you heard the questions. So
yes, I could hear the I could hear the questions, even if it meant it took a couple of seconds longer. I could hear them all come through. Okay, so that was fine.
Good. Well, at least the backup plan works in that case. I think continuing the answer was a bit jank in Hackbox. Yeah, well, you're answering much the same as what they would have done on the show. They don't reset their progress if they give a wrong answer. They just start from where they were. So if you type some of the answer and you get a misspelling, you have to continue from where you pick up from, basically. Let's go through some of the ones that you missed. Name of the overworld. That is YRAUTCNA, Sanctuary, backwards there. Sanctuary is the name of the overworld.
Didn't know that. Never seen one of them.
Next, what outdoors object denotes a checkpoint? That's a bonfire backwards. E-Riff Knob. Sure.
Make Ash say things.
We'll move on.
Don't make Ash say things. Who composed the music? Sticker Bush Symphony. That was David Wise backwards.
I could think of David, but I couldn't think of like Wise. I can think of Wise now. It was just going to take too long to think of it.
Isu Divad. And those are all the ones you missed. Everything else you got right. So the hourglass did turn and it did start draining. How much did we lose from the hourglass, though?
How much did it?
31,658. Not
Horrible.
bad at all. That would mean you are now left with, in the hourglass, 218,342. So, you know what? Not too bad. After what I think a lot of people in chat were thinking that was going to be a big time burn. I think you got you were very good actually at spelling backwards once you got the answer.
Just a couple I didn't know there where I'd never played the series at all. So
yeah, very, very good there, and we can now put that out of our mind. You now are back in control of the category selection, and you can keep going on. But before we get to the category board, let's go over to the audience game, see how they're doing. Now, as a reminder, the totals you're seeing here are your remaining hourglass values. It does not include what you have earned by giving correct answers in the game. That gets tacked on at the end. So this is what you've got left in the hourglass, along with what you have time allocation wise. So currently at the top, we've got Sue and Oren and Ralph and Oni with the best remaining amount of cash, because they allocated the most amount of time. So they had the least amount of time moving on into the next round. So you see how it's very easily ordered in round one, but it gets a bit more shuffled up as we go through, and people allocate slightly different times for different rounds. Okay, continuing on to round number 2. And it's time for another category. Score! Where are we going next?
I don't know if I should trust myself at this point. Number Cruncher is one of those ones that can be a big time sink. I think... I mean, I know it's not necessarily going to be his sort of science, but I think I'll give him a bit of a comfort break with Science Geek for now.
Science Geek shall be then. So, for Science Geek, Ben, you will see a reflection of the surname of a famous scientific figure. You must then identify the person and give their first name. So, here's the example. We have a reflection there. It's a reflection of Einstein. So, the response you need to give back to me is Albert, for Albert Einstein. And that's what you need to do in this round. Just simply give me 5 first names of famous scientific figures. Considering that fact, score. I need to fix that bug. Sorry, Chris. Score. How much time do you think Ben will need to get 5 reflections?
Whilst part of me feels like I should give him more than a minute just to sort of make it up, I'm going to resist that urge. But I am going to go slightly more than last time, so I'm going to say 55 for now.
55 seconds. I'll give Dull Yellow and Flyboy a couple more seconds to make their guesses. And that is time. And let's put 55 seconds on the clock, and that is locked in. Ben, do you think 55 is enough?
I think 55's good. I think seeing the reflection should be okay. It's just going to be a case of actually, do I know the first names, or are these people where I've heard them by surname only and I've never decided to read up what they were actually their former names called?
Well, the beauty of this game is you can pass early, pass often, and often it gets easier the further down the stack you go. So if you are struggling for a first name, just rush and go for a pass, and you probably will get a name you will identify.
Yeah. As long as we don't look blind. At which point the panicking will start.
We will see. Let's see what audience think here. They actually have a bit more faith in you. Average of 49, though. I think you probably would have wanted to allocate something more like that. Were it not that we were sort of playing more safety on this round to sort of capture time back.
I was thinking 45, 50, but I want to give a bit of breathing room for this one.
Minimum time 40 seconds, maximum of 1 minute and 15. So that's what the audience thinks. Somewhere, again, similar sort of ballpark, though, a slightly wider margin this time. It's time to take your positions. Waddle, 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 wherever you need to go. And we're in the positions. It's so strange. So, as a reminder, Ben, you'll need to give the first name of these scientific surnames. You know the deal. 10 seconds on the clock. It will start to turn, and then at 0, it will start draining. Are you ready, Ben?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's play.
Game 2, Science Geek.
Alfred Schrödinger? Pass. I don't know Avogadro. Pass. Heisenberg. William Noel Ralph. Pass. Seaborg. Max Seaborg Ernst. Pass. Niels.
Correct. 4 to go.
Finally. Alfred Nobel.
Correct. 3 to go. Hourglass is turning.
Ernest.
Correct. 2 to go.
Alex Fermi. Pass.
Hourglass is draining.
Timothy. It's not Timothy. Pass. Stephen.
Correct. 1 to go.
Isaac.
Stop the train! There we go. Oh, you got onto a run and then Dalton came up.
I was like, that's the only Dalton I know.
Yeah, it's not a Timothy Dalton, I'm afraid. We will come back to that in a moment. Let's go over the ones that you missed. So, to start off with, there we had Schrödinger. That was Erwin Schrödinger we're looking for there. Next, we've got Avogadro of the constant variety. Amadeo is the answer there. Amadeo
I've never even
Avogadro.
seen that.
Or alternatively, let me see if I can find the full list of things. You could have gone Lorenzo Romano Amadeo as well if you wanted to do the full first multiple names. Next was Heisenberg, Werner Heisenberg. I wonder if a few people know that from like Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul rather than from actual scientific work. And we've got here Seaborg for Seaborgium, etc. That was Glenn Seaborg. You got Niels Bohr, you got Alfred Nobel. I think we're going. You got.
Who is the Dalton?
Who is the Dalton? We'll get there in a moment. Fermi is Enrico Fermi. You did get Ernest Rutherford, and the last one, Dalton, is John Dalton. British, I believe he is, but other than that, I don't exactly know what the scientific discovery is of the Dalton, but it is John Dalton, not Timothy variety. So you have completed the round. You did lose some money from the Hourglass, so let's see how much you lost. 22,747, so it was less than last round, which means you still have in the Hourglass 195,595. Okay, not too bad at all.
Palindrome.
Almost a palindrome, yeah. It would have been very nice if that was an ending on a 1 or something. Ben, how are you reckoning at the moment after 2 completed rounds?
Yeah, I think it's going. I think just some of the questions are harder than the sort of like getting through the gimmick of the round. I think it's okay. It's just knowing the trivia questions themselves. I think is a stumbling block more at the moment.
Score, how do you reckon of Ben's performance so far?
That ended up that was a beautiful comeback there. I'm hoping that this strategy pays dividends later, and I hope that, to be honest, if we do get to the top 10, that I don't foul it up, which is likely, let's be honest. So,
well, we've got another 3 rounds to play out before we get to that point, so let's go, well, actually, back to the audience. Got to remember, they have a moment in the sun. We have 3 players still, with 3 minutes on their clock left to go with 42,743 dudes. And then we've got a Colo with 3 minutes and 1. That 1 second is going to make all the difference on round number 5, clearly. With 42,535 still in the hourglass. The lowest we've got is Flyboy currently with 35,452 with 3 minutes and 35 left in the hourglass. 3 minutes 35 seconds left to allocate, should I say. That's not in the hourglass. But Lingo, thank you very much for the gifted sub there over 2 tips. A boo! Hands a gift sub under the table. Right, over to the category board for round number 3. And back to score again for a decision. Where are we going next?
Is my answer to that. Animal Lover is potentially a stumbling block for both of us, so let's get it out of the way, I think.
Animal Lover, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will load that one up. You're going to love this one.
Oh, don't say that.
You are going to absolutely love this one. Get memorising fast is what I say on this one. So, for Animal Lover, Ben, you will be asked to spell words using the numbers from a telephone keypad. This one indeed. Now, the in on this is they're all dinosaurs. So everything you need to spell will be the name of a dinosaur. You need to spell it out. You need to spell it out using the numeric keypad. So the example word we have here is Brontosaurus. So to spell that out, you would need to say 2, 7, 6, 6, 8, 6, 7, 2, 8, 7, 8, 7. You might need to remember those last 6. For Brontosaurus, you need to do that 5 times in a row to complete the round. And for you in the audience, you are also answering with a string of digits. Okay, that is what you need to do this round. Sorry, Flyboy. 3 minutes and 20 left to allocate across 3 rounds. Score. How much are we giving here?
I think it's time to burn through what we've gained up here. So I am going to be very boring at this point, and I'm going to stall for a few seconds so people get their answers in, and I'm going to vamp for time is what I'm going to do. You know, something that's not usually very helpful in this game. Very unhelpful, in fact.
Well, it's fine because on the show they would just cut all this out in the edit.
80 seconds for what it's worth, Ash.
80 seconds, yeah?
80, yes. Not 18 seconds. I don't believe in him that much.
I just wanted to make sure for certain. 80 seconds then is going in. And that's locked in. 1 minute and 20 in old money. Ben, do you think a minute 20 is enough?
Oh, I'd like to be able to say I think I could do this in a minute 20. I am currently in my head working out how to spell pterodactyl right now. I'm trying to hold that in memory.
You might need it, so we will see. The audience, they've allocated on average 10 seconds fewer, but in the maximum 10 seconds more, and in the minimum 15 seconds less. So it's a tighter grouping, but we've shifted like 20 seconds up on this, and I think that's fairly reasonable given how cumbersome it could be with the spelling, or should I say number spelling, of these answers. 25 seconds less even, yes. No, it is 15 seconds from the average. Yes, it's 15 seconds from the average. Anyway, we will take positions. So, as a reminder, Ben, you need to spell the words using the numeric keypad. You have 1 minute and 20 on the clock to do so in 10 seconds. Starts to turn at 0. It starts draining. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's play.
Game 3, Animal Lover.
Stegosaurus.
7, 8, 3, 4, 6, 7, 2, 8, 7, 8, 7.
Correct. 4 to go.
Spinosaurus.
7, 7, 4, 6, 6, 7, 2, 8, 7, 8, 7.
Correct. 3 to go.
Allosaurus.
2, 5, 5, 6, 7, 2, 8, 7, 8, 7.
Correct. 2 to go.
Mosasaurus.
6, 6, 7, 6, 78, 787. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 9. 78, 787.
Correct. One to go.
A Petasaurus.
2, 7, 2, 8, 6, 78, 787.
Stop the game!
Okay then.
No mistake. Well, there were a couple of weird mistakes there on Mosasaurus, but
I thought that was an O, and then once I knew it wasn't an O, I was like, okay, we'll just go through we've time to go through every number here.
Because I don't think we're going to be doing another set of dinosaurs in the future, I'll just tell you that we had an Ankylosaurus, a Dryosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Megalosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Strichosaurus, Edmontosaurus, Gigantanosaurus, Argentinosaurus, and then Yee. Because of course we did, right at the end we have Yee. Well, you have completed the round without a single pass, and you've also done it before the time elapsed, meaning you've wasted 21 seconds from the game. You will not get that back, but it does mean
I saved that for the ones in the audience.
there you go. Means you still have 195,595. And a couple of people understand the reference of the Yee, though apparently it's spelled as Y-I rather than Y-E-E. So there you go.
I understand it, but I don't want to.
Saved Rias by 1 second.
Not the mama.
Not the mama. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Matt. Appreciate that. So 3 rounds down, 2 to go. Score. How are you reckoning your chances now?
I feel like I did a screwy, but then again, that was a game that we discussed and said that that would take a little bit longer, so I don't feel too bad about it, but I feel a bit bad about it.
No, I think I was sensible considering we knew the length, and I thought there was going to be some, like, I didn't think they were all going to end in Saurus, in fairness.
72787.
Yep. Which I spent the time in the example starting to memorize in my head of what I'm going to need to say quite often.
I was doing that too, and I wasn't even playing that round.
And I think someone's already suggested that as a raid message, just to go 728787. And that might be a good raid message, actually. So 3 rounds down, 2 to go. Let's go over to the audience board. At the bottom, we have got Flyboy and Natter with 35,384 each, with 2 minutes and 35 left on the clock. We've got Rias and Puzzle Down at the top with 42,676 and 2 minutes left to allocate on their clocks, with Colo sitting in third place with 2 minutes and 1 second left on the clock, 42,467 left in the hourglass. So, are they Luigiing it, says Mai. I don't know. Are they Luigiing it? We will continue on and see how it all plays out to round number 4. Now, fewer choices available, and because we did use the emergency round, means you will be left with just one category at the end. What are you thinking about leaving for yourself, Score?
As much as I fancy my chances on anything, all 3 of these I feel somewhat comfortable with. I'm not too bad with numbers. I love my words and my dictionary definitions, but I don't know how they make that into a top 10, which is going to be interesting. Oh, it's going to be something like, top 10 words of the year. Now that I think about that, I might get rid of it. Trivia Junkie could be about anything, though. With that said, and with me just convincing myself that the top 10 is going to be something like that, and I haven't memorised that list, I am actually going to go for Wordsmith.
Wordsmith it shall be then. Let me find my notes on this. We haven't seen this one play out on stream yet. This is a brand new one.
Oh, goodness.
So, Ben, you will be shown an eye test. Hidden within it are a number of common abbreviations. You will be given a clue to work out the abbreviation, and you need to find it on the chart. So, here is your example. We are looking for an abbreviation for a small light. In this case, we are looking for LED. Now, what you need to do is, in response... Hang on. It's given me the wrong row number in the expected response, which worries me a bit. It's telling me the answer's in row 0. It's not. What you need to do is give me the row number. In this case, it's 7, and the abbreviation in question. So it should be 7 LED as the correct response. I'm worried about the fact that says index was outside the bounds of the array. Okay. It should have also glown it as well, but it's not showing it. Let me just check the set of questions to see if it knows what it knows. If it doesn't know it, then I may have to just temper it. Yeah, it doesn't know what the row number was for that one. It doesn't know it for any of them. Oh, why? It's supposed to work that out just by parsing it, but clearly it hasn't parsed it properly, so I'm going to have to find them quickly and put them in. One moment while I figure out what these are. That should be that. Oh, now is it? I'm guessing it's row number. I gave it the name number, not index. Correct. Then we've got that. I need to not actually vocalize what they are, because that would spoil it as well. Oh, is that why it's done that? Shoot! I actually screwed up one of the questions. Oh, that's why it messed up. It hasn't worked it out because I actually messed one of them up. Shoot. Yeah, I expanded the triangle because it was missing some letters on some of the rows, but I've screwed up one of the clues. Balls is all I say to that, I guess. Can I fix it? If I take that out there and put it there, then I can fix it. And that makes that row. That's that row. I'm hoping the round works out now, but I mean, I had tested it beforehand, but not with this set of questions. That's the only thing. That's that one. Just bear with me, folks, because I'm just editing the question data live. Always good to see. Where's that one? Oh, that's there. I'm looking at the question. Where's that one? That's in that row. That's in that row. That is back in that row. That's that row. Do apologise. Should be about 30 more seconds and then we should be okay. Yep. And just enjoy the music, the little tension bed.
It is nice music,
It's
isn't it?
nice little music there. Again, thank you to Mike Dexbach over in the Russian community for providing all these music beds for when they did their own production run of 5 Minutes to a Fortune. The music is just sublime. It really is, and it was a massive help because otherwise I would have been stuck for months trying to get the music beds all sorted for this. So again, massive shout out to Mike for that. Right, I have all of the numbers now in place. I don't know if it's going to actually run on in the tutorial or not, but we'll see, because it did throw an exception. Let's see if it wants to run the tutorial further on or not. It does. Okay, we're good. So, you've had a lot of time to think about it. How much time do you think Ben will need to find 5 abbreviations in the eye test?
It's a question of how long do I want to leave the final game, regardless of if it's trivia or number cruncher.
True.
And I think I'm going to hedge slightly. I think Ben can tear through this one. I'm going to say 50 seconds and leave 1 minute 10 for the final round.
50 seconds. Clive and Halo, just waiting for you to give your predictions. We'll give you a couple of seconds to make those minds up. And outside of that, we'll just auto-allocate you some time. And with that, 50 seconds are going on. And that is locked in. Ben, do you think 50 seconds is going to be enough?
I think it will be enough. I feel okay on this one. I think I should be able to see them. Again, it's just getting the question, but I feel like when I've seen episodes of this in the past, I usually see them. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
A question in chat about how to answer in this game. Let me just check my code for what that does. Actually, how does that work? Have I actually implemented that? I'm pretty certain I should have done. Or have I not? Is response correct with a given response? So you need to give me... reduce response is given response. Replace that with that, and give that. What the hell am I even doing with that? Remaining character in reduce response. So somewhere in your response, you need to give the row number, space, and then the acronym in question or initialism in question. I think you can do it in either order, but in your response you need to give the number and then the answer in one go, I think. I think that's how I wrote it, based off the esoteric code that I have here for doing that. Exactly, only. So in that example, it should have been 7 LED. For some reason, it didn't parse it properly, and it thought it was on row 0, which doesn't exist. I can tell you, it definitely does exist. Quickly go over the audience allocations. They've allocated a bit more time on average, 55 seconds, but the minimum is lower at 33. The maximum is at 1 minute and 20 seconds. So let's take our positions. And I'm just hoping to God that it's all going to work. This is the first time we've seen this on stream, but I'm pretty certain I did test it. It just didn't import the questions properly, so that's a bug on that side of things, not necessarily the running, I hope. So Ben, as a reminder, you need to find the initialism or acronym that we're looking for, give me the row number, and give me the initialism in question. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's play.
Game 4, Wordsmith.
Please work.
Borders both Zambia and South Sudan.
Nile, somewhere here? Nope, don't say it, pass.
The 35th President of the US.
JFK 4.
Correct, 4 to go.
The villainous corporation in Ready Player One. Scientific prefix for billion.
Pass.
Contract regarding confidentiality.
NDA 5.
Correct, 3 to go. Hourglass's turn.
Linux is an example of one.
OS. Which line? 2. Oh.
Correct, 2 to go. Hourglass is draining.
Imperial unit of pressure, whose abbreviation is a Greek letter.
That was PA, but I don't see it. 5, PA 6. No, pass.
Stock ticker symbol for Ford Motor Company.
FK4? Pass.
May come after a letter's signature.
RSVP. No, pass.
A refreshing citric beverage.
OJ4.
Correct, 1 to go.
External device connector.
USB 4.
Stop the train! Oh, I'm glad the numbers came through properly on my end, at least to judge it.
Sorry, I didn't see a few. I just couldn't see a few of those. I feel like the unit for pressure was like, I would have said Pascal, and it was PA, and I was like, I wasn't seeing it.
Imperial,
maybe it's
looking
something
for
else.
the imperial measure of pressure, not your metric.
Was it bar? Oh, it could be bar.
4OJ told me it was wrong, was it? Okay, that's definitely a bug that I need to sort out on the audience game. Could someone note that down in the Stream Ideas channel? And I will take a look at what the what the game is supposed to be doing for that. Oh, is it case sensitive, Aaron? Well, that's definitely a bug. I need to stop it from being case sensitive. So I will look into that. Okay. Either way, I will give it a glance over the next time we play it. We got through. We did give me some passes, so let's go over those past questions. Borders both Zambia and South Sudan. You would go for a river. No, we're just looking for a country. DRC, Democratic Republic of the Congo. DRC. Next. The villainous Corporation Ready Player One, that is the IOI that we're looking for there. The IOI on row 5. Scientific prefix for billion, it's at the top of the pyramid, row 1. G. Giga.
Oh, it's just a single letter. I was just kept thinking like the prefixes is something like mega or giga. And
yeah,
like,
a couple of these are single letter responses, just sneaking in there. So yeah, just the letter G for that one. Imperial unit of pressure, that is PSI, pounds per square inch, on row 6.
Ah, that makes sense.
The stock ticker symbol, you were so close. It was row 4, but it's just the letter F we're looking for there. F is the Ford Motor Company, not FK. May come after a letter's signature. PS, postscript, line 6.
Yeah,
and that is everything that you passed on there.
I hope it's less than 50. I think it could be 50,000 we've lost here.
You thinking 50,000?
I think it's 50. I think it's 50 to 60 range in all likelihood, and hopefully not more.
Well, let's see how much got drained. 51,741. So pretty much exactly where you predicted, which means you have left in the hourglass now 143,854. There we go. Score. How are we feeling now? That's round 4 completed. One more left.
The 20 seconds from last round could have helped us there, but again, things have passed. I've now got to make the decision of what the hell I'm doing.
Very much so.
You need to pick what you want.
BC.
Do I want numbers or do I want...
BC, how are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, I think like either... I feel okay. I think I could have a guess as to what one of the rounds maybe is. I could maybe have a guess as to what either round could be, but to be honest, I think Score already knows the strategy of pick something he prefers.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll go to the audience board to see how they're doing. Flyboy still at the bottom of the board, 24,762 with 1 minute and 45 left, so there's going to be a lot of time left to go with. Going all the way up to Suyu with the lead on 36,220, but only 50 seconds left to allocate. With Ralph in second place with 55 seconds, Puzzle Dan with 1 minute left to allocate. We go to round number 5. This is the last round to allocate time for, so those in the audience, we will actually still give you the prompt to allocate some time. It's up to you if you want to under-allocate or not, but just be aware you are basically selling yourself short if you do that. Round number 5, Score. Which category is BC going to be playing?
Let's go generic and go Trivia Junkie and hope that Number Cruncher is nice to me.
Okay, Trivia Junkie, general ignorance, general knowledge. We'll see what happens with this round for you here, BC.
Can I make a guess as to what this one's going to be? Is it going to be having to spell out the various things with different categories with each letter?
So Ben, you'll be asked a series of trivia questions. You must spell out the answer using words from a given topic. So the example we have here, as we've used before, which dairy product is traditionally taken with tea, coffee and breakfast cereals? The answer we're looking for is milk, but you need to spell out that answer using US states. So in this example, you need to give me something like Maryland, then we're looking for Illinois, then Louisiana is your only L, and then Kentucky for a K to spell out milk. That's what you need to do in this round. So you predicted absolutely right there, BC.
Yeah, and this is why I'm quite glad I sort of got... I think the Score made a good decision to leave a minute 10 on this one, because I think it's going to be needed.
Okay, well... Let's go over to that and let everybody allocate some time. As I say, this is our final round, so you may as well allocate everything you've got left. If you allocate under that, that's your own doing, and you're just selling yourself short. but I still give you the option to do so. I probably should be able to just auto-allocate, but hey, I'm giving you the option. Much like they can do here. They can allocate less time if they want, but it makes no sense to do so. Score! How much time do you want to put on the clock here for BC?
2 Milkmen Go Comedy. 1 minute 10.
1 minute and 10. You do surprise me. 70 seconds going on the clock. Every single second left is now locked in. BC, do you think 1 minute 10 is going to be enough here?
I think it's fine. I may pass through. I think it's going to be more less on the question, because the questions I think are easier to answer in these ones. It's more like, which category do you need to name it from? And there's going to be some where I think like the boys' names and the girls' names are always deceptively hard to actually get for some letters. One which is more popular, and a lot of popular ones you think should be there aren't. So that's the ones where I'm like, I don't really want to see those.
This is going to be one hell of a reading test for me, as always. Unsurprisingly, the average is 1 minute and 10. The minimum is 50, and maximum is 1 minute and 45. So, yeah, pretty much what we would expect from what we saw on the clocks earlier on. So, final time in the main part of the game. Let's take our positions. So as a reminder, Ben, you need to spell out the answers using words. You have your 70 seconds, 1 minute and 10 on the clock to do so. Are you ready?
Yep.
And same with the audience, you are spelling with the words that we are asking for in the particular category, so it's going to be a lot of typing for you. I do apologise, but that's the game. Ha! Deal with it. Let's play!
Game 5. Trivia Junkie.
All organic compounds contain which chemical element?
Carbon,
Answer with
argon,
chemical element.
Rhodium, boron, oxygen, nitrogen.
Correct, 4 to go.
What is 2/5 of 25? Answer with single-digit numbers.
2, 8, 9.
Correct, 3 to go.
Which planet in our solar system has the highest average surface temperature? Answer with planets in the solar system.
Venus, Earth, Neptune, no, really? Mars, is it Mars? Oh, okay. Earth, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn.
Correct, 2 to go.
Which word in the question category has the second greatest number of letters? Answer with words within the question.
So daft.
Has the second greatest number? Letters? L letters? Is it? Letters? Number? Greatest?
Hang on, what the hell? That's not the answer I'm looking for. Just keep going.
Category? Question? Second? Letter? Pass?
Which 2010 puzzle platformer features gravity swapping as its main mechanic? Answer with countries of the world.
Venezuela, 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 Venezuela.
Correct, 1 to go.
The generation succeeding millennials is commonly known as Generation. What? Answer with US President forenames.
Zachary.
Stop the drain! Wow, that was really buggy on my end.
Was it the category on that? I kept reading this like it was like I needed a second log this in the question, and I was like, but there's loads with 8 letters. I don't get this.
So, some of the answers it was providing me were just completely the wrong point, and I don't know why it was doing that. So I definitely need to look into this round as to what was going on there. But yeah, you certainly got most of them. You did pass on the one that was very, very confusing, because the thing is, the question was referring to the category, and the category was referring to the question. So they were self-referential to each other. Let's go back to that one. So yeah, which word in the question category has the second greatest number of letters? And you're answering with words within the question. The second longest is within, so you should have answered with something like which, then in, then the, then has, then in, then number. That was
I should have passed that way quicker than I did.
Hell of a weird one. And yeah, I know, Aaron, the I don't know what was going on with the answer indexing, because it was just wrong. It was just straight up wrong on some of them, and I don't know why it was, because we've played this before and it was fine. but this time it just completely balls it up. So that's another one I need to check for why it happened that way. And also, I know it's a lot of typing to get in time, but you got the V and the other V countries that you could have given me. You could have given me Vanuatu, Vatican City, and Venezuela and Vietnam. Those are your V options available, but you can just say the same thing 6 times in a row, and that'll still work as well. You completed the round. You did drain some more from the hourglass. 26,407, which means Score has to work with a total of 117,447. So a little under half the remaining value in the hourglass score. How are you feeling with that?
In a way, it's more anxiety-inducing, because, you know, if it's only like 20k at that point, oh, well, at least it's over with quickly. No, if I don't get this, we've got 2 minutes of dead air.
You should have this. You should have this. Ben, your job as a question answerer is now done. You can relax. How are you feeling? How much confidence do you have in Score here?
Oh, I've got like if you don't get it, it's probably gonna just have been a terrible category at that point, and I very likely won't have got it either. So I've great confidence. He'll do great.
Well, let's go over to the audience board for the final time, as it were, before we get the final results. And this is what they have in the hourglass to work with. We've got Ralph and Suyu with 26,501, along with Rias as well, and also Colo, and also Manic Volcanic, and Shadow, and Mr. Vertigo. Oh, God, quite a few, actually. And Zeus and Pozdan, all with 26,501. So they've all arrived at the same value through a different route. It's very interesting. Lowest values we've got are AB Me and Prey with 20,319 left in the hourglass, and that is what they will start with in their hourglass on the final round. And by the way, the audience, that is your job now done. All you have to do left now is watch your total tick down on the final round.
No pressure.
So you're all now behind Score on this final round of Number Cruncher. So, as we do with every final round in this game, it is a top 10. You need to find me 5 of the top 10 answers in a given category to complete the round and stop the hourglass from draining. We will turn the hourglass immediately after the category is read out. At that point, you can start answering, but you must let me give you a judgment call before you can give me another answer. You can't just go spamming answers, unfortunately.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Exactly. So you must give me at least a chance to make a judgment call before moving on. As I say, audience, all you have to do is just sit tight and hope for the best here. Score. It's time to take our positions. And I am hoping that it's going to come up with the correct question, because the thing I had to fix before the game went live tonight is the order of the categories. Because the order of the categories in the sheet the sheets that I put in beforehand is not the same order that they're listed in the top 10, and I don't think it does a comparison to make sure that they are the same category. So I had to make sure they were listed the right way, and I hope I've done that. So I'm hoping that this is the Number Cruncher category. But wish you the best of luck here, Score.
I'm going to need it.
The bonus dukes now get added to your bank, Oren. Yes, so the total you are seeing right now is the sum total of your guarantee dukes plus what you have remaining in the hourglass. It will only tick down to as low as your guarantee dukes. Okay? Score, are you ready to play?
I'm never going to be, so let's do this.
Okay, let's play.
Final game, Number Cruncher.
Top 10 highest primes lower than 100.
97. 90. 94. Oh, sorry, 90. 91. Okay. 89. 83. 79. 73.
Stop the train!
Hey, well done.
And you walk away tonight with 89,906 doots.
There was a point where I was tempted to just go down all the odd numbers. I'm like, no, let's do this properly.
I'm going to say, that is probably a fair shout, but yeah, if you want to do it properly, then you have a bit of extra thought in there, but congratulations there. Only a couple of weird mistakes. You gave me 94. That's an even number. Why did you give me an even number?
I don't know why. I think my heart rate, the moment the question came up, just leapt up. It's a good thing we're not playing the other game. And I think I just said 94 to calm myself down. It worked in my defence, so I'll call it a strategy.
Yes. The other 5 on the list were 71, 67, 61, 59 and 53 for those playing along with winning lines. But yeah, that was, I think, of the set of top 10s we had on the list, one of the easiest ones we had left over, actually.
I'm glad I went for that. I was really sad I didn't get Big Kid, because I'm like, video games, I could have gone that. But no, I'm happy I got that one.
Yeah, the Big Kid category was quite interesting, though probably would have been doable. We will add that into the set of Frankenpack top 10s. So the next submission that we get, we shouldn't need any new top 10s writing, because we should have enough across all the categories and then some. So we can do a bit of less writing in future. But you are winners. Congratulations to you two. How do you feel, Ben?
I mean, he did so amazing there to hold on, because always the finals the bit, I think, the hardest bit, because you never quite know what you're going to get, and it immediately starts pretty much immediately starts training. So he did amazing. That
was some really good performance there. Score, how do you feel?
I'm going to go and enjoy some salmon.
Salmon! Very, very well played there. As I say, you finished off with 89,906 doots left over at the end of the game. Congratulations there. Let's have a look at the audience, see how well they did. These values are the grand totals, so guarantee plus what you had left in the hourglass, and everyone's a winner is what we love to see, with Zeus doing the best, ending up with 35,722 doots, then Manic Volcanic and Ralph with 30,722, Clive with 29,623, and you can see all the other number values there, all the way down to Prey and Oren getting 17,539 doots apiece. So still very good performances going on there across the board. Ben, Score, thank you very much for playing. I hope you both had fun with that 5 Minutes of Fortune game.
I mean, I will say for the record, I know when you opened your form last year and you were asking people what show do you want me to sort of bring to it, I know I put in 5 minutes, because this was on my big list of ones I always wish I could have played, along with Thousand Heartbeats. So and this is just so you've managed to make it so good. So a very big thank you from me.
Thank you very much for that, Ben. And Score, how do you, did you enjoy 5 Minutes of Fortune tonight?
I'm sure I brought it up at some point as well on one of the forums at some point, because best show in the worst possible time slot. Intensely enjoyable as always. And I now need a drink. So,
well, do go and get that drink, and I'll also extend that to everybody else out there in Twitch chat, because we'll have a quick 2-minute break while I change over to Snap It Up in a moment. So yeah, go and get yourself a drink or whatever you need to do, and in a moment we'll go over to Snap It Up. Again, big thanks to Blackbird6 for this pack of 5 Minutes of Fortune tonight, and thank you to Poker for helping proof the pack tonight. And we have 6
very clever questions in there.
Yeah,
I have to say, very
really tricksy ones. Especially the trivia round, where the category is self-referential to the answer, which is you don't normally do that. The idea is sort of to do a mental leap to another set of categories or another set of answers to answer with, but this time it was self-referential to get into your head a bit and get you really confused with the answers. But hey, you did well there. Thank you again, and Stay tuned. In a couple of minutes' time, we'll be heading over to Snap It Up, written by Lingo Maniac. I need to reload the Pride Builder Stream Master because otherwise we are left in the void. So give me 2 minutes, and I will be back with you with more Quiz Night. Stay tuned. Snap it up, of course it is. To play the game, go over to Hackbox, or you can play on Twitch as well. The room code is CNZC. CNZC if you'd like to play tonight's game of Snap It Up, written by Lingo Maniac. Let me slide myself back into frame there we go. So again, thank you to Blackbird6 for that lovely opening pack there of 5 Minutes of Fortune, and again thank you to Pokenuts for helping proof that pack. This pack written by Lingo Maniac, proofed by Inca, and in the proofing notes did mention there was very little to actually proof. There was like one minor quibble on one of the questions, and the rest was pretty sound and pretty fair in Inca's opinion, so should be a very, very good pack to play. Oh, hello, what was that I saw? Getty control 30's position in a group with only 30 controls when doing repaint. Cool! Never seen that one before. Brilliant! I'm going to reject that one because that doesn't show up, but that one does. Welcome, Shadowbane! That's a toilet. I don't know why there is a toilet, but that's a toilet. Welcome on in. And apparently the bot has... No, I think he's all good. I think we're all good. I only said it the one time. But welcome on in. We've got loads of players here. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 33 players currently joined in to play tonight's game of Snap It Up. I need to go back to Hackbox. I need to verify another thing, don't I? Yes, I do. What is... Sure. Welcome, Ralph. I don't know what that term actually is, but welcome, Ralph. It looks innocuous enough. A lovely trombone there. Guess Shadow was feeling a bit flushed. Yeah. Oh, now this is something. Welcome, brand new Halo with trumpet TCP, a trumpet sock. Because apparently that's a thing. Well, they are a thing in the real world. They were used a lot during COVID. They actually don't do a good job at preventing the COVID from happening. But, you know, it's a brass instrument. You know, spittle and that is going to get around everywhere. It's a bit difficult to prevent that from happening. Oh, I can. The intonation of that answer is great, and I know why you've done that. But it's not going to show up on screen. The images, though. It's a brand new car for Puzzle Dan. Welcome to the game. Hope you're doing well today. So yes, this is a lovely pack from Lingo. Someone just saying trumpet. Sure. Welcome, Riaz. It is the trumpet. Or at least certainly the bell of a trumpet. Quite the square lead pipe bend there, must be said. But I'm aware that is certainly a thing that happens. What the heck is that? Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that. But it's a very, very specific answer. Toot. It's a very specific answer, but that's what the image came up for it. I'm guessing that is correct. I mean, he had a trumpet in his hand, so I'm guessing that was correct. And over to Manic Volcanic, there's a wall. There's a wall over to the left, apparently. Welcome on in. Unless you want to spend lots of money on a wall. I don't know if that's what you want to do, but apparently you've gone wet with the wall. Bring on the wall! Aww. Cat. Cat! Hugs the cat! Welcome, AJB. Welcome to the game. Hug the cat. Yeah, we're going to just have loads of fun here in the lobby right now. Just continuing on with all of these images that you have provided, including the big horn from Zeusless. Hold of the wall for Q&L2. No, we're not doing that, Topper. Definitely not do that. Though, thank you for giving me a reminder to make that plug. So on my Discord, I sent it out, everyone out. We will be looking for people to host games at Q&L2, both at the event and also remotely, and we will be opening that up on Monday. So Monday the 29th? Yeah, Monday the 29th of July, we will open up applications for you to submit games to host at Quiz Night Live 2. That's on the 30th of November and the 1st of December. So a bit of time to think about it. And we'll have that open for a total of 1 month. or about a month or so. And then we'll close it, make some decisions, and then we will announce a schedule sometime in September as to what games have made the final schedule for Quiz Night Live 2. Real talk though, venue got a pool? No, I'm afraid it doesn't. If you need to do that kind of thing, you're going to have to do it remotely. Somewhere else in Sheffield, go to Ponds Forge. You might be able to, agree with them to do a segment at Ponds Forge in their swimming pool. But unfortunately, we do not have a pool at the venue this time round. It does have to watch from home. I think a majority of people from outside the country are going to be doing that. But if you can venture over, it would be absolutely awesome to see you in person. Why did the detective go to the bathroom to investigate? And number 2. You're getting a buzz for that one, Vixen. Meanwhile, Prey with a doot. Doots to you too, Prey. Welcome on in. So yes, we are opening that up, and you can make multiple submissions for multiple games. Just be aware that we won't necessarily go with all of the prediction or all the submissions you go with, and also don't just give us a wall of games you can host. So don't give like 20 submissions. Give us your best offerings, like your top 3 that you know you can do well, know that you can sell at Quiz Night Live 2, and do the absolute best you can with. And then we'll make a decision on that. The likelihood is you'll probably host 1 or 2 if you get picked, maybe 3 depending on the set of games that you do provide. I was fortunate enough to do 3 from the selection, but it's my event, so I get to make that kind of decision. My mental health, says Hex. I don't know what question you got for that one, Hex, but wish you the best, whatever. Welcome on in to the game. I certainly hope he's not to my left. Colo. Biggins here. Christopher Biggins here for Colo. Welcome to the game. And a more reasonable prize for Mr. Vertigo, a holiday to Disney World. I've been there a few times. It's all right, I suppose. These days is far too expensive, though. Far too expensive for what it is. Someone's done the math on that, and I worry. Someone's done the math on that. Is that really the exchange rate for £50,000? Is to get 42,000 hash browns at McDonald's? Welcome to the game, Oni. Oh goodness me, that's a hell of a thing. 42,017 of the bastards. Oh god, and we'll do one more. Lovely comfy bed for Vixen. Oh, lovely comfy bed. I would love that later on. Right, it's time to get on with the game. Let's play Snap It Up, written by Lingo Maniac. They are actually pretty good, Oni. I do agree with you on that fact. Round 1, here we go. So for round number 1, actually, I'll just refuse that search in the background. So for round number 1, we're going to give you a question and an image. It's up to you to determine what the correct answer is. We will give you a series of answers revealed one after the other, and it's your job to identify which is the correct answer of those. If you think the answer provided is correct, snap it up. If you think it is not, let it slide. Hope that the next answer that comes up is the one to snap up. You cannot go back to an answer that was previously revealed. Once we've moved on to a new answer, then that other one is gone. You have lost your chance to snap that answer up. So snap up at the time you believe is right, and you get some points. We start out easy with 2 options. This round can go as difficult as 6 options, but the more options there are, the more points available as well. So let's start out nice and easy with 2 options for this first question, and we are asking, when is this? When is this? And your 2 options are 2007. If you think this is 2007, snap it up. Or if you think this is 2010, snap it up. And rest in peace to Mr. Steve Jobs. This was the announcement of the iPhone back in 2007. Yes, introducing the iPhone on January the 9th, 2007, to be specific there. So yes, 25 of you going the right way, going with option A, 12 going the wrong way with option B. All the A's getting 2 points apiece for 2 options provided there, and those are all of the right answers, or right respondents, should I say, up on the board there. And now we're up to iPhone 15 Max and things like Apple Pencil. Or Steve Jobs would absolutely hate the Apple Pencil. Absolutely would hate that. Let's continue on. Question number 2. Who made this? Who made this? Again, 2 options available. Is it Donatello? If you think Donatello made this, step it up. Or if you think Michelangelo made this, snap it up. Or Michelangelo, I suppose you could say. Just the one go for Donatello. 37 go for Michelangelo. And of course you are right to do so on option B, Michelangelo. Yes, the creation of Adam, which can be found on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Justice for the Apple Pippin. Oh, God. So yeah, majority getting that right. Just the one going the wrong way there. Everybody else getting 2 points apiece. Very well done on identifying the Michelangelo of the 2 answers there. Clearly, this game is a bit too easy. Let's make it a bit harder for you. 3 options? Yeah, 3 options to choose from here. So 3 points on offer. Have a look at this. Where are they from? Of course, Lingo Maniac. It has to be a rugby question of some sort, maybe. Where are they from? 3 options to pick from. Is it South Africa? My bedroom. If you think it's South Africa, snap it up. Next up, option B, New Zealand. If you think this is New Zealand, snap it up. Or if you think it's Australia, snap it up. Performing, I believe, a haka. I do rugby games, so I should know that. This is the All Blacks New Zealand here. Yes, performing a haka before a match. And it is Lingo's obligatory rugby question. Tongue out emoji. So yes, well done. 37 identifying New Zealand there for 3 points apiece. Just the one going for Australia. Unlucky there on the Australia. Hope this question has no knock-on. Oh God, Sonny Kurt, that's a rugby pun. That's a rugby pun there. Knock-on. Penalty. Oh, should I give you a yellow card and send you off to the sin bin for 10 minutes? That was oh God, that's even worse, Matt. Oh, that's even worse. Mr. Vertigo, that's even worse. No. TMO. Oh God, shall we continue on? I think we should continue on. Yes. 4 options to pick from now, and the question is this: who's this? Like who? Who is this? I say 4 options to pick from. Is it Jesse McCartney? If you think this is Jesse McCartney, snap it up. Or if you think it's Dylan Sprouse, snap it up. Next up, if you think it is Mitchell Musso, snap it up. And finally, if you think it is Zac Efron, snap it up. Rhymes with house, so Sprouse. Oh, interesting. Okay, Dylan Sprouse. The more you know. Majority going for the Efron. Absolutely right to do so on option D. And Lingo, 22 months.
Oh hey, we need to do a quick rewrite on this. The question should read, who is this hunk? Romantic face.
Let's see, can I do that? Let me see, can I live edit the question? Can I live edit the question? Let me have a look at the projection screen. Projector UI. Find a label. Label, text. Boink. There you go. Oh, that's that label. I actually want the question. I need the screen canvas. Prompt upper. Prompt text. Question 4. There you go. There you go. Edited for you. Even the emoji worked as well. Hey, I got that support working. But yes, 36 of you go the right way with Zac Efron. Yes, in High School Musical, he plays Troy Bolton, a high school basketball star with a hidden passion for musical theatre. He also plays high school basketball star Mike O'Donnell in 17 again. Typecasting much. Well done to the 36 players identifying the Zac Efron. Just 2 players going a different way there with Dylan Sprouse and Mitchell Musso. Okay, let's continue on. Another 4 options for the next question. Have a look at this. What is this? What is this? I've no idea, but there are 4 options available. Is it a trapezium? If you think that's a trapezium, snap it up. Yeah, that emoji really does make it, doesn't it, even me? I'm glad I have that support added in. Next, an anti-parallelogram that barely fits. If you think there's an anti-parallelogram, snap it up. Next up, kite. If you think it's a kite, snap it up. And finally, option D, a rhomboid. If you think it's a rhomboid, snap it up. Sometimes images won't load because of local reasons, though this one is actually on a Google Drive, so I don't know why. But it works on screen, so long as you can see it on the stream, then all is good. Correct answer, of course, was the kite. 34 players identifying correctly the kite. Anything else for me to say on that? No, not really. You can see the dashed lines mean they are the same length, and you've got the 90 degree in the middle there with the opposing points AC and BD. They're all converging to a point there where they're all at right angles to each other. That's kind of what identifies a kite, I suppose. But well done to 34 of you identifying for 4 points apiece. There you all go. What in the world is an anti-parallelogram? It's clearly not a parallelogram. That's what it is. An anti-parallelogram. Let's start again. In geometry, an anti-parallelogram is a type of self-crossing quadrilateral. Like a parallelogram, an anti-parallelogram has 2 opposite pairs of equal length sides, but these pairs of sides are not in general parallel. Instead, each pair of sides is anti-parallel with respect to each other, with sides in the longer pair. ... I don't care. Basically, it's a shape that doesn't really exist because the edges cross over each other. It's sort of a kite if you invert it. If that makes any sort of sense. If you invert a kite, then that's an anti-parallelogram for words of invert. Who cares? Let's continue on to something else that isn't maths. 5 options to pick from. Where's this? I mean, I can tell you the concourse is open, but where is this? 5 options to pick from. Is it Chicago? If you think this is Chicago, snap it up. Next, do you think it is Boston? Snap it up. Moving on to option C, if you think it is New York, snap it up. Option D, Philadelphia. If you think it's Philly, snap it up. Option E, final option, is Baltimore. Of Hairspray fame. Want to visit all of these, says Silent Marine. Majority going with New York in the middle. And you are right to do so. This is the Rockefeller Center, I believe. Yes, the ice rink at Rockefeller Center in New York City, taken a few days before those Christmas celebrations. So 132 going the right way, getting 5 points apiece, as there are 5 options available in the round there. Very well done on identifying the New York Rockefeller Center. Okay, let's continue on. We've got to make it as hard as we can now. 6 options available, so 6 points on offer if you can give me a correct answer. They probably refer to that to Of the Wire fame. Okay, fair enough, yes. Clearly not Boston of Lincolnshire fame. No, Willie back. There's not much to look at in Boston and Lincolnshire, I will tell you. Question 7. 6 options to pick from. Have a look at this. What are these? The things that are in focus, not necessarily anything else, but what are the things in focus? And you got 6 options to pick from. Are they Transformers? If you think they are Transformers, snap it up. Robots in disguise. Is it B, transistors? If you think these are transistors, snap it up. Like the old transistor radio. Option C, capacitors. If you think these are capacitors, snap it up. The things that go pop. Option D, resistors. If you think these are resistors, snap it up. The things that just generally burn up. Option E, inductors. If you think these are inductors, snap it up. And I've run out of things to say. And option F, diodes. If you think these are diodes, light emitting or otherwise, then snap it up. Interesting split between transistors and capacitors. They are the capacitors on option C. So, yes, these are electrolytic capacitors, to be specific. They hold a certain amount of charge up and then can let it go. And as I say, they are the things that pop very easily in electronics. If you overcharge them, if you overcapacitate them, they will just go pop. The top of them will just like that, and all the magic smoke goes. Resistors. In fact, you can actually see a little resistor, I think, just by the DA3 mark there. They're more cylindrical in shape, but thinner, or smaller, more specifically, I suppose. They resist current. And diodes, yes, they are light emitting, but you can also have non-light emitting diodes that just control the direction of current flow. They store a useless amount of electricity, says David. 15, going the right way, identifying the capacitors here, the caps, as more colloquially known, I guess, in the electronic world. 6 points apiece going to Suyu, Oren, Zeus, Shiru, AJB, Oni, Kirstuken, Kolo, Paulister, Brandy Halo, Tipster, me, BC, Ralph, and Mr. Vertigo. Very well done. And we've got one more question left. It's time to... Oh, hang on, before we do that. Quizzy Dan! Raiding! It's Ash Wednesday! Sort of, I guess you're right, it is Ash Wednesday! How you doing, Quizzy Dan Raiders? Welcome on in. If you like to play this game of Snap It Up, you can join in right now. Do so either on hackbox.ca with the room code CNZC, or you can play from Twitch chat as well. Again, enter the room code CNZC. Any of those routes will work, and you can join in late. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hope you're doing well. Quizan, what have you been doing tonight? And have a bit of a chill, because I know streaming can be a bit stressful, and you just need to chill after you've done your raid. So if you need to chill, get yourself something, then do that right now. We are going to move on to question number 6. Now, earlier on in 5 Bits to Fortune, we had Name That Saurus. It's time for you to name that Saurus. What is this? Continuing on the dinosaur theme, what is this? 6 options to pick from. Is it an iguanodon? If you think this is an iguanodon, snap it up. You played End of Duck Detective and started Crossroad OS. Both excellent games in different ways. All very interesting. I don't know either of those. Must have a look into. Next, we've got Triceratops. You think this is a Triceratops? Snap it up. Option C, we've got a Stegosaurus. I am a Stegosaurus. Thanks, Astuff Movie. Option D, a Brachiosaurus. Next up, option E, a Protoceratops. And finally, option F, we've got a Tyrannosaurus Rex. If you've gone all this way and haven't snapped something up, you might as well snap it up. You never know. You might be right. So this here is Baby Bop from Barney and Friends. and they are a Triceratops. Yes, her brother BJ is a yellow Protoceratops, and Barney themselves is a T-Rex. But here, Baby Bop is a Triceratops from the show Barney and Friends. Yes, her brother BJ. Yes, Quizzy Dan. I appreciate why you said that. 721787. Notosaurus in this case, actually. And yes, that is his name, says Lingo. Well done to 18 identifying here Baby Bop as a Triceratops, getting 6 points apiece. Natter, Kurstuken, Flyboy, K-Jarves, Hex, Silent Marine, Jogging, Mark, Silver Electron, Harp, welcome to the game. Manic Volcanic, Quizzy Dan, Tipster, Ralph, Rias, BC, Abemy, and Chrono, all getting 6 points apiece. Very well done. That brings us almost to the end of round number 1, but we have one final bonus question. So, on this final question of the round, we will give you a question and an image. You need to type an answer to me. We have a few available answers up here for you. I will give you knowledge in advance. You can give me either a full name or you can give me just a surname. That will do for this particular answer. We'll give you an image. You need to give me the answer according to what the question is asking for. Get it right, you get 10 bonus points. Good luck. Here is your question. Who is in the middle? Send your answers now. Who is in the middle of this image? Get those answers in. Who is in the middle? That there is time. So yeah, this is a screenshot from Animaniacs depicting the Yalta Conference. We have on the left Joseph Stalin. Over on the right we have Winston Churchill. And in the middle we have got FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, or FDR, or Franklin Roosevelt. Any of those options would have been accepted. Yeah, not necessarily the most historically accurate, but it's a bonus question, so of course it's going to be a bit trickier. So, who identified the FDR in the middle? We got a few, actually. 13 identifying it for 10 points apiece. Toot, K-Jarves, Shadowbane, Ralph, Silver Electron, Oren, Manic Volcanic, Flyboy, Oni, Zeus, BC, ABB, and Mark. Very well done on identifying FDR in the middle from that still from Animaniacs. Congratulations. So that is the end of round 1 proper. Let's have a look at the scores. And at the top, we've got ABME, Ralph, and BC, I think, on a perfect game right now with 42 points apiece. There we've got Zeus, Oren, Flyboy, Manic Volcanic, and K-Jarves, and Oni tied on 36 points. And then Tipster in sort of 3rd place, but also kind of 10th place on 32. So lots of players up there on the top 3 right now, but it could all change as we go on into round number 2. Oh, it's time for all the fun, folks. Here we go with round number 2. So, you know those things called answer smashes, or like before and afters? So, we've done that in this round. You're going to be answering with an answer smash, or before and after, or a smush. That's another way you could say it. But to provide you the hint that you need, we're going to give you image prompts that somehow demonstrate said answer smash, or said smush, or said before and after. You need to identify what the smash is. You can give me as many guesses as you wish. Just keep pressing and guessing on your Hackbox devices until you get it right. You get more points the earlier that you identify it, and we'll have a total of 3 images for you to consider. All of them depict the same answer smash answer. And to make it a little bit easier, on image number 2, we'll also give you a text clue as to the smash that we are looking for. Sometimes we've got some Photoshop shenanigans. Sometimes we've got some Stable Diffusion AI doing their trickery. So just be prepared for some potential horrors before you folks. But I don't think this set is actually particularly horrific. So, though, I don't know. Set 2 might be a bit horrific if we get there. But everything else should be all right. So get ready. Remember, you're submitting the answer smash answers, not the 2 individual elements. You need to give me the full string together. So flush and sheep smash together to flush sheep. as a sample there from Cryptex. Good luck. Here's your first set of answer smashes. And the question, as always, what is this smash? Here we go. So we are looking here at a 6-letter word smashing with a 6-letter word, 4 letters in the middle cross over to form an 8-letter smash. Here's your second image, and here's your hint. Add this root vegetable to your soup, and the taste will simply be out of this world. 9 players managed to identify it on image A. Very well done to those early players, getting the maximum points. I think it's 864 in this round in terms of the number of points. Lots identifying it on B, and here's your last image. It's still the same prompt. Add this root vegetable to your soup, and the taste will simply be out of this world. It's a 6-letter word smashed with a 6-letter word, 4 letters in the middle crossover to form an 8-letter smash. And that is time. Another 5 identified on C. The correct answer is this a turnip? Saturn and turnip smashed together is a Saturnip. That was the smash in question. Not letting me enter a second / multiple guesses. It should do, Oren, but if it doesn't, press F5 to refresh the Hackbox screen so that you can do that. Yeah, the first screenshot, by the way, is meant to be Turnip Boy on the Sega Saturn. So there's your sort of tie-in there between Turnip and Saturn, is Turnip Boy on the Sega Saturn. So well done to those identifying the Saturnip. And lots of players getting points with it. It is indeed 864 in this round. Ralph, Manic Volcanic, Topper, Sue, Fluid Fernando, Zeus, Clive, Rias, AJB getting the maximum 8 points there and identifying it on the first image. Very well done. Yeah, Sega Saturn, it was indeed Hex. Okay, image set number 2, as I say, is probably the most cursed of this set, and it's probably also the longest thing you need to type, so this is a particularly long answer smash to worry about. Good luck. As always, the question is, what is this smash? It's a long one. We've got a 10-letter word smashing with a 5-9 phrase with 3 letters in the middle crossing over. What is this smash? It really didn't form that face that well, did it? Here is image B and your hint. Here's some tea for you. This celebrity loves to work out to look good for Portia de Rossi. Sorry, I missed that I there. Portia de Rossi. 2 players managed to identify it on the first image. Well, very well done. And here's your final image. What is this smash? That hint again. Here's some tea for you. This celebrity loves to work out to look good for Portia de Rossi. It is a 10-letter word smash with a 5-9, 3 letters in the middle crossover. If you can't change the answer, just press F5 Hex and it should hopefully unlock it. We are looking here for Kettlebell DeGeneres. It's a kettlebell smashed with Ellen DeGeneres to get you a Kettlebell DeGeneres. Good God. The first picture looked like Ellen DeGeneres and more, looked less like Ellen DeGeneres, sorry, and more like Ellen Ripley. Oh, okay. Belen was right. No, didn't mean to say that, Frey. Kettlebell DeGeneres. That was the entire phrase there. And of course, Portia de Rossi is Ellen DeGeneres' wife. Thank you, Topper. Yeah, apparently it's not refreshing on Hackbox, which is interesting. Clearly, I have broken that with something. But yes, F5 will refresh the page and should hopefully unlock the text option for you again. So a few players managed to identify it, with 2 players identifying on the first image. AB, me and Zeus getting the maximum 8 points. Then Matt and Mark, Manic Mechanic, Toot, Paulister, Ralph and Fluid for 6. AJB, Colo, K-Jarves and Sue for 4 points there. So not as many identifying the correct answer, only 2 getting it on the maximum. Okay, let's continue on with something a little bit different. Still a bit to type, but the second part of the smash is very short. Question number 3 again. What is this smash? And we are looking here at a 7-7 smashed with a 4 with 3 letters that cross over. That's so good. I mean, the quality of the Stable Diffusion is crap, but the whole idea of it is good. And here's your hint. A silent film legend and a silent protagonist. Now that's a match made by Hylia herself. God. No pictures are being loading on Hackbox. Oh, that's very weird. And here is the last image. What is this smash? That hints again, a silent film legend and a silent protagonist. Now that's a match made by Hylia herself. Or Hylia, sorry. Yes, it is Hyrule, isn't it? So yeah, it should be Hylia. The images should be loading up on Hackbox, but if they're not, again, there's nothing I can really do much about that. We are looking, of course, at Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin and Link smashed together is Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, I suppose he's not exactly silent with all the has and everything he does, but he doesn't vocalise, let's put it that way. No, Hart is vocalising, but anyway. But yes, it's Charlie Chaplin was the answer we're looking for there. Very well done if you identified that. Well, excuse me, Princess. Lots identifying on the first image, in fact, lots scoring points. Loads of 8s, some 6s. Brandy Halo, Chrono, Miss Vertigo, Vixen and Quizdan getting it for 4 points there. Very well done on identifying the Charlie Chaplin. So weird. Okay, 2 more sets of images. And if it doesn't load on your end, again, just have a look on stream and I will have it available on stream. Not much I could do about it if it's not providing the image in a timely manner for you. That's internet things. And in fact, on these particular questions, that's Google internet things. So blame Google. If you want to blame anyone, blame Google. You're getting 403 errors on the request to drive. So yeah, blame Google. I got them downloaded fine when I ran the game, so you know it's Google's doing, if anything. Set number 4. Again, what's the smash? We are looking here at an 8-letter word crossed with a 6-letter word, 3 letters in the middle, crossover. Yeah, I say I've got every single image lingo. I confirmed that I can get every image. So it's not a problem in accessing it. It's just something that Google is doing to throttle it when lots of people are accessing it at the same time, I imagine. And your second image. This device can clean those hard-to-reach places in your home, like down under your couch. Sorry, I actually had to buzz that one. It's the first time I've had to buzz a question on Snap It Up, but I had to then. I just had to. And that's your last image of this question. Again, the hint. This device can clean those hard-to-reach places in your home, like down under your couch. It's a 8-letter word crossed with a 6-letter word with 3 letters in the middle crossing over. Vast majority getting it on B, though. Congrats to the one that got it on A. How on earth you managed to get a kangaroomba out of that, but very well done identifying the kangaroomba on the first image, and for those that identifies it on images 2 and 3, and also from the text clue as well. That little mite mine is about to get crushed to fuck. It is as well. So who's the one that identified it from the first image? Oren did! Very well done, Oren, getting the maximum 8 points. You recognise the Roomba and couldn't think of anything else ending with Roo. Ah, I suppose that does make sense. Good number game with the 6s. The 4s are AB Me, Natter, Shadow, Prey, Tipster, Flyboy, Vixen, and Mr. Vertigo. Well done on getting the 4 points. Massive congrats to Oren getting the full 8 points there. That's really, really good. Okay, one final set of images to complete the round. And we've got this. A didgeridoo. A didgeridoo. Again, what is this smash? We are looking at a 6-letter word crossed with a 10-letter word. 4 letters in the middle crossover. That's how Scooby-Doo would say it, yes. Image B, and your hint. No one cheers like he does, chugs a beer like he does, or lines up with the sun twice a year like he does. Well done, 15 identifying on A, and that is a very good hint. Must say, it's a very good hint. And image C. Again, what is this smash? The hint again, no one cheers like he does, chugs a beer like he does, or lines up with the sun twice a year like he does. It is a 6-letter word cross with a 10-letter word, 4 letters in the middle, crossover. And another 2 getting it on C. The correct answer is Gastonehenge. Gaston with Stonehenge smashed together is Gastonehenge. Have to change the vowel sound in the middle to make it work. But yes, there's Gastonehenge. And apparently he is incredibly tall. He's like taller than Stonehenge is. That doesn't make any sense at all. Absolute fluke there from Rias. But yes, Gastonehenge. It's so strange, but that is a hell of a clue, Lingo. Thank you for that. Who got it right? Lots of 8s, lots of 6s, and we've got BC and Rias getting it on the final image for 4 points apiece. Very well done there on identifying the Gaston and the Stonehenge all together in one. That's the end of round number 2. Let's have a look at the scores. And we've got Ralph in the lead on 78, Zeus in second place on 74, and Manic Volcanic in third place on 72. To continue that top row, we've got AB Me on 68, K Jarves on 66, and Tutanoni tied on 64 apiece. You would have had 8 if autocorrect wasn't a bugger, says Natter. Oh dear. I can't do anything about autocorrect, I'm afraid. That's entirely on your side. Okay, round number 3. Okay, in this round, we are going to show you a series of images. Nothing else about them, just a series of images. And then after that, we'll give you a prompt, a question. It will generally be of the form, which of these things is the odd one out? The thing that does not connect. And then we'll go through the images again. You need to snap up the answer that you believe is the odd one out of the set. You do that right, you get some points. Simple as. More points available, the more answers that we go through. Get it? I think you get it. We start out with 4 images, and later on we go to 5 images. So yes, the only disconnect round. Find a thing that does not belong. Here's your first set. Study the following images. There will be a test after. This is picture A. And again, if you don't see them on Hackbox, you can always see Stream. They will be the same images. This is picture B. Already very different. And this is picture C. Also very different. And this is picture D. Also very different. It's a great opening set. And your question is, in the world of art, which is the odd one out? Is it A? Is A the odd one out in the world of art? Is B the odd one out? How about C? Is that the odd one out? And finally, D. Is that the odd one out? Ooh, looks like some indecision here. No dead answers. We've got 7, 16, 10, and 4. The correct answer was B. It was the salmon! K-Jar's just getting it, the reason being the other 3 are shades of blue. We've got Microsoft Azure, that is a shade of blue. We've got the Royal Navy there, navy blue. And then you have baby for baby blue. Salmon, unfortunately, there is no salmon blue. Salmon is typically pink, so that was the correct answer we're looking for here. It is not blue. It is its own colour. It is, of course, Salmon! Get your praise stream stamp salmons in chat. 16 identifying the correct answer. Each getting 7 points apiece there for a 4 answer option. Nata, Jogging, Tipster, Ralph, Mark, Rias, Flyboy, AGB, Colo, Toot, Suyu, BC, Silver Electron, Shadowmane, Manic, and Mr. Vertigo getting that one there. Well done on identifying the salmon as the correct answer. Okay, next question for brand new images. Have a look at this. Again, study the following. There will be a test after. This is picture A. This is picture B. Very different once again. This is picture C. Very different once again. And finally, picture D. And the question is this. In the world of toys and games, which is the odd one out? Is it A? In the world of toys and games, which is the odd one out? Is it B? Next up, is it C? And finally, is it D? Again, a bit of indecision on this one. We've got 10 on A, we've got 15 on B, we've got 7 on C, and finally we have 5 on D. The correct answer was B. That is an image of an emerald. A, that is an image of Scarlet Johansson. Image C is an image of a peacock. And image D is a picture of mustard, the plant mustard. And the reason that B does not belong is because that is not the name of a Cluedo character. Scarlet, peacock and mustard are. Emerald is not. You'll be looking for the Reverend Green instead. Just green on its own. Though Emerald here is green, the names we're looking at here, and the name of that is Emerald. You would not find Emerald on the Cluedo game itself. You were thinking Pokemon Emerald. Interesting. Yes, unfortunately, I don't think that would tie in with any of the other images. So that's the one that does belong, whereas the others don't belong. We're looking for the thing that does not belong. So, yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one, that. But well done on 15 identifying Emerald as the correct... Yeah, Pokemon Mustard is a... No, I'm not even getting into that score. 15 got the right answer for 7 points apiece, then being Zeus, Tupper, Clive, Tipster, Ralph, Timor, Mark, Hex, Silver Electron, Kirstuku, Jogging, Oren, Amy, Nata, and Cola. I've just noticed, Clive, you've changed your avatar. Why have you changed your avatar to that? Oh, I know why. I know why you changed your avatar. I'll let you to explain that if you want to do that. Yeah, think face emoji indeed. We're going to make it as hard as we can now for the next 3 sets of images. So there's 5 possible answers to consider. Only one does not belong. Good luck. Let's have a look at another set of images, shall we? Study the following. There will be a test. This is A. This is B. So far, they're both red. This is C. The background is sort of red. This is D. Okay, there's nothing red in that picture at all. That's clearly the one that does not belong. And this is E. That doesn't have any red either. Dang, that's definitely not the connection. So tell me, in the world of television, which is the odd one out? Let's go through them again. Is it A? Is A the odd one out? Is B the odd one out? Is C the odd one out? Next up, is D the odd one out? Oh, this is a very indecisive set. And finally, is it E? So far, we're looking at the majority on D. There's 14 going with D. Are you right? No, you are not. The correct answer was our first option on A. Let's go through the images and what they are depicting. So, image A is a Shirley Temple, is Shirley. Image B is Rose. Image C is Dorothy. Image D is blanched vegetables. Remember the blanch from that. And image E is Sophia Loren. Remember the Sophia of that. And the thing that does not belong is Shirley, because Shirley's not one of the Golden Girls. Rose, Dorothy, Blanche, and Sophia are the Golden Girls. Shirley is not. And Shirley Temple was not a fan of the drink, the Shirley Temple. She thought it was way too sweet, as an additional side fact there for you. So yes, blanched vegetables, the majority went with that, was not the correct answer. We were looking for Shirley Temple on A. Well done to 11 identifying Shirley as the one that does not belong. Tipster, Mark, Vixen, Clive, Kaztukan, Matt, Shiru, BC, Paulister, Zeus, and Jogging, getting that one right for the maximum point of 8. Very well done. Oh boy, these are tricksy. I like these. These are really proper only connect kind of level. We don't see that often in the does not belong round, but I really like it. I really like it. These are very, very clever. We've got 2 more sets of images though, so let's move on to question number 4. Again, study the following. There will be a test after. This is A. Oh, we're back to red. We're back to red again, folks. This is picture B, and that was quickly and swiftly dealt with. No red here. Next up is picture C, which I could barely see on stream, but it's supposed to be a map of something, I think. This is picture D. I blame the projector. Oh, that took a while to load. How big is that image? Oh, it's only like 3,500 by 1962. That's quite a big image. And this is picture E. There's only like a 4K image there. Definitely needed that. So tell me, in the world of sports, which is the odd one out? Was it too big for Hackbox? Oh dear. Is it A? Next up, is it B? Next up, is it C? So you can see that better at the bottom. That hasn't been affected by the projector. Next up, is it D? When it loads it. There we go. Jesus Christ. That really takes its time. Or is it E? Oh yeah, music waits. Majority have gone with E. 16 on E. And you are right to hold out for the end. So let's go through the images. We've got image A is Red Sox, or in this case Boston Red Sox. B, they are Angels. The Los Angeles Angels is the reference there. C is the Rockies, the Colorado Rockies. D is an image of a Guardian from Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, I believe. Cleveland Guardians. And then E is some Penguins Pittsburgh Penguins is the link on that one. And the reason it does not belong is because it is not an MLB team. The other ones are Rias saying baseball versus NHL. Yes, the Boston Red Sox, Los Angeles Angels, Colorado Rockies, Cleveland Guardian. They are MLB. Pittsburgh Penguins are not. They are NHL instead. 0-4. He's having a normal one, lads, says Oni. Yes, and the reference there, Guardians from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm glad I got that. Wilderness is 16, hanging on for option E, including, I'm hoping, Tipster, flailing in chat. Tipster, yes, did indeed get that right, along with Jogging, Puzzle, Clive, Zeus, Ralph, Timor, Brandy Halo, Amy, Toot, Manic, Volcanic, Flyboy, Shiru, Submarine, Mark, and Porster. Well done identifying the Penguins. Okay, one final set of images to consider in the round. Have a look at these. Again, study the following. There will be a test after. Oh, it's 10:30 already. This is A. I don't like how he's staring at me. I don't like that at all. This is picture B. Presumably the one that's circled. This is picture C. This is picture D. And this is picture E. Don't know why, he just looks a bit glum sitting there. Anyway, tell me this. In the world of politics, which is the odd one out? Let's go through them again. Is it A? Or is it B? Next up, is it C? Up next is D. Finally, E. A bit of difference of opinion here. Though there are more on D. 15 have gone with D. Are you right? And you are right to go with image D. The images considered we've got are Archduke Franz Ferdinand on A, Yitzhak Rabin on B, Shinzo Abe on C, Nelson Mandela on D, Abraham Lincoln on E. The reason that Nelson Mandela is the odd one out is because he was not assassinated. The other four were. It's a bit of a not so cheery one, but that is the connection in question on this one. Nelson Mandela was the correct answer, was the odd one out, has not been assassinated, and 15 getting the right answer for 8 points apiece, them being Shadowing, Clive, Topper, Jogging, Oni, Toot, Hex, Mark, Ralph, Flyboy, Colo, Silver Electron, Manic Volcanic, Quizzy Dan, and BC. Very well done on identifying Nelson Mandela, getting 8 points apiece. So at the end of round number 3, let's have a look at the scores. And the top of the board we have is Ralph with 108, Mark on 100, Zeus on 97. Rounding out the top row, we've got Manic Volcanic 95, Jogging and Toot on 87, and Tipster on 86. Fun fact, I threw out a question of my upcoming Doot Drop Pack because it concerned Trump and Biden, and it would be in poor taste to run it after the Trump assassination attempt, and then also Biden dropped out, so that made the question even just doubly wrong at that point. Don't just love, trying to write recent questions and then things happen to get in the way. Oh, how dare things just happen. Okay, one final round. Ralph is the one in the lead right now with an 8-point lead ahead of Mark. Can Ralph eke out the victory in tonight's game? Round number 4. It's the final round of the final blitz. So, in this round, we'll ask you a question. You then need to submit me a response to that question. Hopefully, try and answer it correctly. Once we have done that, we will collate your answers, and then your answers will form a set of images. You then need to snap up the correct image for the question, or at least something that resembles what the answer is. 5 points for getting the question right, just giving me the correct text answer. 5 points for identifying the correct image. So a maximum of 10 on each question. And you've got basically two shots at the cherry at trying to get the right answer. I will be having a look at answers coming through on Hackbox and verifying that I can accept or reject them. Yeah, okay. I have an idea for the first question coming up then. So, remember to submit me one answer up ahead for 5 points, and then try and snap up the correct answer afterwards. Here's your first question. What video game console had the code name Revolution before its release? Come on, Hackbox, do a thing. Oh, apparently I can't. What? Why can't I do that? Hackbox, why are you not allowing me to hit the approve button? What? Wow. Apparently my search option is just broken. Why? Why is my moderation system just broken? What? I want to approve, please. I would like to approve the answer. Thank you. Answers have been verified. Here we go. 5 images to pick from. Is it A? For some reason, it just wouldn't allow me to click the accept button. Anyway, image B. Here comes image C. Next up, image D. And finally, image E. Majority have gone with option C there in the middle. And image C was the correct answer. We were looking for the Wii. Yes, the code name for the Wii was the Revolution. The other images provided were Dreamcast, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2. Someone in the game answered with Nintendo Switch was not the correct answer for this question. We were, of course, looking for the Wii. Well done to 19 picking the right answer. And a smattering of people getting the maximum 10. Suyu, Ralph, Curse Toucan, Oni, Clive, Topper, Silver Electron, Shiru, Mark, Toot, Quizdan, Brandy Halo, and Vixen getting the maximum 10 points there for identifying both parts of the question, getting it straight up and also selecting the image itself. Well done. Okay, hopefully this time round it should be a bit more graceful with me validating the answers, but we'll see how it goes. Here comes your second question. Good luck. God, I'm having all sorts of problems with Hackbox, clearly. What band, as part of a performance of the latest New Year's Rockin' Eve, tweaked a line in their song and sang, "I'm not a part of the MAGA agenda"? I'm getting all sorts of value cannot be nulls, which worries me. But answers have been verified. Let's have a look at what you got. Thank you, Quizzy Dan. 5 images to pick from. Is it A? Really? Oh, okay. Interesting. We'll see what happens in a moment. This is B. Yeah, that's the one that does not belong. We'll see how that plays out. Is it C? One of these images came through without validation, which concerns me. This is D. think it might be using a past image that I've accepted. And this is E. Moose going with C there. 20 players have gone with C. And you are right to do so. Green Day was the correct answer. The other images were Fall Out Boy on A, Led Zepp on B. One player providing that answer, I believe. 1 for My Chemical Romance on D, and 6 on Blink 182 on E. The correct answer was Green Day. Yes, that is indeed Green Day. And as you might expect, Trump fans didn't exactly take this jab very well. You had no idea what they looked like. Well, now you do. Now you do, Manic. That is what they look like, at least back in the day. Slightly different now, but that is definitely what they looked like back then. 20 players getting it right. Getting the image right, at least. And the maximums were Oni, Puzzledan, K-Jarves, Natter, Kirstuken, Ralph, Paulister, Jogging, AJB, Chrono, Vixen, and Tipster. All getting the maximum 10. Very well done. Okay, question number 3. Take a look at this. A genetic variation in the OR6A2 gene can cause what herb to taste absolutely vile? Yeah, I can take that. And answers have been verified. 5 to pick from. Is it A? Is it B? This question is going to be all about pick the green thing. Yep. It's going to be pick the green thing. Is it C? Yeah, not much red on this one. Is it D? From Green Day to Green Things. Or is it E? Name that herb. Coming to BBC4 soon. Majority have gone with B. There are 23 players hoping for the cilantro or coriander. Either answer was accepted. The other green things provided were basil, parsley, mint, and oregano or oregano on E. But majority getting the correct answer, 23 going with cilantro/coriander. And there are all the players getting some points, with Clive, Oni, Silver Electron, Shiru, Oren, Manic, Puzzle Dan, Ralph, K-Jarves, Mark, Quizzy Dan, Brand New Halo, Aiming Me, Curse Toucan, Toot, Zeus, Jogging, and Colo all getting the maximum 10 points on identifying the cilantro/coriander. Very well done there. You got it wrong, but amazingly, it somehow matched the picture to your answer, says Mr. Vertigo. Oh, ain't that the way, ain't that the way. Okay, 2 more questions left. Good luck. Question number 4 coming up. In 1962, Crayola renamed their Flesh crayon to what? Answers have been verified. We have 5 to pick from. Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Next up, is it D? And finally, is it E? There it is again. Correct answer, though, was B. Peach was the answer we're looking for there for renaming flesh to peach. Other answers were tan, wood, sand, and salmon. And again, that one didn't come through for the verification, presumably because it's been here before. I've been here the whole time. I'm never escaping it. But yes, peach was the correct answer there. Well done to 20 identifying the image. Who got the maximum? Ralph, Hex, Manic Volcanic, Mark, Only Toot, Vixen, and that's your lot, getting the maximum 10 points. Well done to you 7 on identifying peach in the question proper. One final question then. Good luck. Let's have a look at it. In the 1970s, Carvel introduced an animal-shaped ice cream cake known as Fudgy the what? Oh, that... Yeah, okay. Answers have been verified. Here we go, folks. 5 to pick from. Is it A? Next up, is it B? Next up, is it C? Next up, is it D? Look at that doggo. Look at that doggo. Or is it E? Though peanut butter is clearly best doggo, right? And that's your lot. The correct answer was back on B. It's the whale. Fudgy the whale. Though I did love the submission of Budgie. Fudgy the Budgie was definitely a great submission, but not the right one. We were looking for Fudgy the whale. Well done on option B there. 10 players identified the right image. And who got it right proper? Ralph, Manic Volcanic, Mark, and Natter getting the full 10 points. Very well done. Chrono, Oren, Clive, Matt, Vixen, Harp, and Toot getting 5 points for getting half of the question right. That is the end of the game. Thank you to Lingo for the lovely pack. But who is our winner tonight? It is Ralph. He did hang on to the end there. 158 points there. Congratulations, Ralph. You are our victor tonight. Second place goes to Mark with 145. Third place to Manic Volcanic with 130. Rounding up the top row, we've got Toot on 127, Zeus on 122, Clive on 116, and Jogging on 112. We have got an exchange rate here of 150 doots per point. So Ralph is basically 150 squared plus 8 lights, so 150 if you want to do the math on that. But it should have done the math for you, and it's already paid the doots out, in theory, because I've got nothing else left in the game to do. So congratulations, doots have been paid out, and thank you again to Lingo for a lovely, lovely pack of Snap It Up, and I really, really did enjoy that round 3 with a very, very tricksy images, doing some proper only connected there. That was some really, really good stuff, and Inca's proofing notes definitely proving that was exactly as foretold in the proofing, that it was definitely a really good pack. So thank you, and well done to Ralph, our victor tonight on 158. That brings us to a close on tonight's stream. I am not here on Friday because I am busy doing all of the trumpeting across Sheffield. And not all of the trumpeting. There are other people who are also playing trumpet. But I'm doing a lot of trumpet duties. I have 5 gigs to play on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Not 5 each, just 5 across those. We will be doing the wheel in a moment, Vixen. But we are sort of bringing the main part of the stream to a close. But yes, no Friday stream from me. There may be other stuff happening in Discord. I don't know yet.
I can claim the trademark on Fudgy the Budgie Ash.
I don't know. Maybe you can, Puzzledan. Go and check it up with the patent office, and you might be able to. Thank you for the 100 bits. We will be doing a spin, Mark. Hang on. We will be doing a spin. But yes, no Friday stream from me. But there may be stuff happening in Discord. I do know, though, that tomorrow, I know it's a very strange day for doing things, doing quizzing and all that, but tomorrow, the 25th of July, Ben is back. He's doing Thursdays now. What's all that about? Ben is doing Thursday streams as a Thursday throwback alongside his Saturday streams as well. So tomorrow evening at 8 p.m, he is doing Face Off with old questions. There may be some pre-arranged matches, but there'll also be some open matches as well that you can join in. So if you are watching his stream tomorrow at 8 p.m, you may be able to have a go at Face Off if you missed out last time round in the tournament. And then he will be back on Saturday with Crossfire, Red Herrings, and The Abyss. That's happening on Saturday at 8 p.m, alongside his Thursday stream as well. I'm not here on Friday. Saturday, as I say, Ben, we've got JB, should be doing some Wheel After Dark. In fact, it is Community Night. It is Community Night the 12th over on the Dumpster Lounge. Wheel After Dark on the Saturday evening. I don't know if there's any news about there being a Wheel Afternoon. I haven't heard any further news about that, though. That was offered as a potential for those people writing within this community, if you might want to have an afternoon slot of Wheel After Dark. That may yet happen. I don't know yet. It was offered as an option, but either way, there's definitely happening Community Night of Wheel After Dark on the Saturday night, roughly like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning UK time. It's more reasonable, like 7, 8 p.m. Eastern time over in America, and that's happening on the Saturday. I might go live when I'm doing stuff in Sheffield, doing some gigs, if I feel like it. But there's no guarantee of that. But, I might just go live on a whim if I happen to be, in a good pocket of internet and I feel like I want to do a stream while doing a gig, just so you can, enjoy some trumpeting, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, I will be back next Wednesday, with the Duke Drop, Wipeout Relativity, and then on Friday with Quiz Cubed and Redacted, if all is good. That is what's planned for the next week of Quiz Night. And also, further reminders, tickets for Quiz Night Live 2 are open if you're interested in attending. It's £30 for the full weekend for the Saturday and Sunday. You'll get further information about the venue and that once you have made the purchase. And we will be opening up for hosting of games at Quiz Night Live 2, either in person or remotely. We'll be opening up the sign-ups for that on Monday. So that is all of the news, I think. Let me go and do the spin of the wheel thing. Let's go and do that. Or should I turn the projector off? Let's turn the projector off so we don't have that noise going. We're still looking at the puzzles, but the moment that we know, we will let you know. Okay, Prey. We will await further news then about the Wheel Afternoon potential. Anyway, before all that, spin time. God, we're about 4 months away from Quiz Night Live 2. Ah! God, it's wobbly today. Try and hold it together. Ah, okay, back to In the Grid. Definitely didn't want that tonight. Oh, whoa. Wow, my OBS controller has just died. There it goes. That's not happened for a while. My OBS controller decided it just didn't want to play anything. Just didn't want to do anything. I can poke the wheel, yeah, but then if it goes to Ash, then, whatever. But we could do a quick in the grid. We could do a very, very quick in the grid. So let me do that. Let me do that, and do that. If you want to play in the grid tonight, you know what to do. You need to do that. Do that. And you can play in the grid tonight. He says. Launch in the grid. Let me get that open. And I'll also need the music quickly as well. Yay! So that is, of course, Tipping Point. Tipping Point. Not there. We want to go to there, and Tension Bed. There it is. That is the music we need for tonight's game. Right. Let me press a button, shall we? Let's say we've got a Prey! Okay, then. Gonna Prey streams. Hang on, I've got to make sure I get the right configuration set up here. Prey streams playing off against Matt the Ref. Oh shit! Okay, so yeah, we're doing. Let's go do that. Let's go and do that. Blah 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 blah. Let's bring this in. Ta 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 ta, and bring our players in. And let me go over to the main screen. Strap in, folks. This is going to be a hell of a ride. Good evening to Matt and to Prey. Oh boy, what a game this is going to be. How we doing? How we doing?
Well, there's someone not with Dixon, so she can't insult Prey.
I'm just kind of glad that I've escaped the salmon for now.
You escaped it for now, yes. Well, I can easily add salmon to the grid.
Don't you fucking dare.
And we got 100 bits for JB.
I hope both players lose
fuck
equals
off, JB.
P.
Yeah, you hope both players lose. Wow. Well, thank you for the 100 bits. Set player.
I hate this guy.
So I need to go to Prey Streams and set player. There you go. That's Mr. Prey Streams. And then over on player right, we've got Matt _the_ ref set player. There you go. I just need to change your values a bit because 25,000 is far too much. You need 10,000 because that's the usual starting balance. And 10,000.
What happened to Generous Ash? What happened to Generous Ash?
That died a long time ago, Matt. We're on the clock right now. It's like, nearly 11. I've still got this to do.
Too many games of TCOM. Generous Ash died.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, very much so. And the 100 bits for Sunny Cat. The Doctor is in. Yes, Dr. Pouch is in. So it is time to play. Oh my god, even VLC's just not cooperating tonight.
It's
right.
enough, really.
Everything's happened. So, you playing in the grid tonight. Let's have a look to see what we've got in store for you tonight. The wrong button. Didn't want that one. I wanted the D for distribution. There you go. That's what I wanted to press. Hey, look, Ash, there's green in the game. You remember green in the game, Ash? Oni.
Jesus Christ.
You be thankful that we are locked into using grid option A because I will remove the green if you do that again. So tonight's grid for you, we have 5 gold, 1 green, 3 purple, 6 red, and of course 1 black. The golds, the yellows, those are cash. The green is a bonus, will multiply your current bank by a certain amount. The purples, they are steals. They steal a certain percentage from your opponent. The reds are penalties. We reduce your bank by a certain amount. And of course, the black is a bankrupt. You lose everything.
Right,
lose your
guys.
turn, etc.,
Quick
etc.
fire.
No, you don't
Some
lose
of
the
us
turn.
have work in the
But
morning.
that might be from a
You've
different
got
game
this
show.
Prey.
Victor with 100 bits. Right, guys, quick fire. Some of us have work in the morning. You've got this Prey. Oh, okay then. Allegiance has been defined here. As always, you have 2 reveals at your disposal if you want a bit of extra information about the grid that you want to know personally, but not your opponent. It'd be very easy if it was in this order. order, so let me randomise a bit, 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 and then hide it away. And now it's gone away, and it's time to play in the grid. Now, Prey, you were picked first, so you get to play first.
Yes.
And you'll be picking first and last in this grid tonight because we play 15 of the 16 tiles. What's your opening move?
Let's start off with a bang. C4.
C4, starting off with a bang. Well, I mean, you called it. You did indeed call it. Can't do much about that.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, that is what it is. Congrats. You just lost everything. Matt, you have the lead.
Fantastic.
What,
I'll be leaving now, thanks.
What colour is the steel?
Steel is purple.
Right, so basically at the moment, if I were to find purple, it means absolutely nothing.
Correct.
Yeah,
Select again.
you would steal nothing, yes.
You would actually end up giving me money.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, damn it. Worth a shot.
Ash, can I use a reveal, please?
Ooh, early reveal. I like it. Okay. I'll send you a message on Discord in a moment. What cell would you like information about?
I would like some information on A4, please.
Bankrupt.
Ah, yes, the
Someone's
wonderful
being
paper size.
bankrupt.
Silly cat. Bankrupt. Someone's being bankrupt. Okay, Matt, for you.
JB's in the green room.
Yeah, but he's not getting into the stream room, is he? So, Matt.
Why is he like this?
Matt, you're going to get information here about the colour of A4, but not the value of it. So, just for you, here we go. And I can tell you that it's that.
Okay.
Love you too, JB. So, Matt, with that information in mind, what would you like to do?
Okay, I would like to go for A1, please.
You like to play A1. Prey, what do you reckon about that move?
It's probably a steal that he's waiting for. Or something like that.
Okay. Danny, Mondo, and Kurt, you are writing on the wipeout board. I look forward to it, JB.
I don't.
A1 for Matt the ref.
You are fucking kidding me.
Jesus Christ.
How much of Prey's 0 are you stealing? Exactly half of it. So you get 0.
So can you change my score to like the open bracket? Like...
No, I can't. Well, hang on. Can
it.
I could do that. Hang on, let me do that. Nah, still about the same. Yeah, they're all about the same. That's closer. A C.
There we go. That's
There you
close
go.
enough. You've taken the wall of the 0. Great. Thanks, bud.
Okay, Prey, we come back to you. It's now your turn. Let's get some cash, shall we?
Now, before we go anywhere, it's
before, yeah.
I'm going for B4.
You want to play B4, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to play B4.
In
It's
before...
not like I can lose anything, isn't it?
That's true, you can't lose anything. So how much of your C are you losing? 30% of it. So you're down to that now.
Now it goes to the bracket.
Now you're down to that. Oh, 0. No, just put you back to there. There you go. It's a smaller C. Actually, smaller C is actually that. There you go. Smaller C.
Fuck's sakes, man.
So Matt, you still have the lead by 10,000.
And now it's incredible the way this game is playing out.
There's still 5 cash out there. There's still a bonus, but there are 2 steals, and a steal right now. Well, it won't do much of that C. I will tell you that.
No. A4, please, Ash.
You are playing A4, what you revealed earlier, so it must be good for you.
Money.
And it is money in the bank to the total of 7,500 doots. So it brings you up to 17,500. Prey, your score has been reset to 0 because that's what the game does.
Thanks.
What would you like to do?
Can I reveal?
You can try, certainly.
I would like to reveal D2.
Going with D2. Okay, so for you, the colour, but not the value of D2. Alright, and I can tell you, as a message on Discord, that it's that. So with that in mind, what do you want to do?
I'll play it.
You're going to play it straight up? Okay.
Yep.
What have we got for D2 for Prey? It's cash. It's money in the bank. He needs it. Now, how much are you getting here, Prey?
20 grand.
Well, it's not 20 grand.
Okay.
But it puts you back in the game with 17,500. It's a tie for the lead. 17,500 apiece. Matt.
It's like the game never started.
Well, it is, because you're up 7,500 from where you started. But either way, you are now tied for the lead. You're both on 17,500. Matt, it's now your move.
I'm just trying to think whether I take my time to wind up Vixen or not, because I know she's got work tomorrow. And
I've got work tomorrow, Matt. Move.
Okay, fair enough. C2, please.
C2, okay. Let's load that one up.
Wow, Vixen can
5,
count.
4, 3, 2. No, 2. I was going to say, don't fuck it up. No. Behind C2 for Matt, it is cash. How much cash are you getting? Oh, hey, it's the 2,500 to make it up to 20,000. Yay! So you have the lead by 2,500. Prey, you are behind by 2,500. There's only 2 cash left on the grid. There is a bonus. Would be nice to get that. There are those 5 penalties.
D4.
You go for a steal behind D4?
Yeah, I'll take that steal behind D4.
What if I told you it's not a steal?
It's a bonus.
What if I told you it's not a bonus?
It's cash.
Penalty.
What if I told you it was not cash?
Fuck off, Bash.
There's a bonus, so I lied. It is the one and only bonus in the grid.
He's at the title world credits.
How much are we adding to your bank here, Prey?
60%.
55%, not bad guess at all. You are now in the lead by 7,125 with a total of 27,125. Matt's playing catch up now. We're about halfway in this game. What's your next move?
Can I do a reveal on B3, please?
Message you on Discord. You want B3, was that?
B3, please.
Okay, so for you, the colour but not the value of B3. Okay. That is your information, Matt. Now, with that in mind, what do you want to do?
I will take B3, please.
I'm going to play it straight up. What do you think this is, Prey?
He's going about to steal about 25% of my money.
Steal about 25% of your money? Well, you're half right. It is a steal. But how much is Matt stealing? Oh! What? How did that happen?
I think you accidentally clicked.
You clicked it by accident.
It's 70%. I don't know what that. I don't know what means with the red one now. Why that's done that, but we'll see how it plays out. I'm hoping I don't have to play it again. But anyway, 70% is the steal, and that has correctly applied. Apparently that red is just going to stay there like that. Matt, you are up to 38,987. Prey, you are down to 8,138. Can I do an animator thing to unanimator it? Can I unanimator it? Or I could just do... No, can't do that, because that gets rid of it. What I could do then is...
8138 praise was...
I can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
I can do that. I'm going to just hide and Because we know that it already was that, so it's just showing extra information that doesn't need to be there. Prey, back over to you.
I'm in a sticky situation, Batman.
5 penalties to avoid. Only 3 good tiles left.
Let's go with... A3.
Playing A3. Okay. What's behind A3? It's red. It is a penalty.
That's okay.
Though you are behind, so maybe good to do it right now. How much are you losing? 35%, so you're down to 52.90. Matt, we turn to you. You do have the lead by nearly 30,000. Well, over 30,000 even, should I say.
Yeah. C1, please, Ash.
C1 it shall be. Oh. Let's see what we've got.
We're about to get hit after and after and after again here, I think.
Behind C1.
Oh my god.
Is another steal.
Sorry, mate.
Matt finding all the steals here. How much are you stealing? Another 40%. Brings you up to 41,103. Prey, you're down to 3,174. Now, there are 6 tiles left, 5 of which need to be played. Prey, you are playing 3 tiles, means you have to hit a penalty at some point.
JB, you've watched me play Tekken 8.
What would you like to do here, Prey? You do still have a reveal in hand that Matt does not have.
You know what? Let's not use it. Let's
okay.
Let's go straight in. Let's go B1.
B1 was that?
Yeah, B1.
Okay. It would be nice if this is cash, though. If this is a penalty, get out of the way is also a good idea. Behind B1 is a penalty. Like I say, in your set, you had to have hit at least 1. So, get out of the way, get it out of the way, done with, means the last 2 can be cash. How much are you losing? Oof. 85%.
At least you hit it now, Prey.
And you're down
Shut up, Matt.
Down to
No,
477. Matt.
I don't need your pity, Matt.
Matt, you have the lead by 2 magnitudes. It is your penultimate turn in the grid. You can, in theory, hit 2 cash and avoid the penalties, but the odds say you should be hitting 1. You don't have a reveal, so you are going in blind here.
Yeah.
Where are you playing?
I'm going to go for C3, please, Ash.
C3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm expecting this to be a penalty, but I think because Bray's just hit the big one, this might not be too bad.
There are 2 cash, 3 penalties left in the grid. Behind C3 is cash.
Jesus Christ.
How much are you getting, Matt? It's a small one, but it's still cash. 5,000 brings you up to 46,103. Prey. This is your penultimate turn in the grid. You do still have to make 2 moves. There's only 1 cash left. So you must hit another penalty.
Reveal on D1.
You say you do have a reveal in hand. This is probably the time to use it. Let me get my information for you. So for you, the colour but not the value of D1. Okay. That is your information.
Huh.
With that in mind,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
I'm going to stay away from that one.
Okay.
Let's go with A2.
Going with A2. So here's the thing. If you hit a penalty now, then I guess it puts you in the best chance of getting a good amount out of the cash that's left.
Mm-hmm.
Though, if you hit the cash now, you guarantee that Matt will hit a penalty.
But I also guarantee myself hitting a penalty as well.
Correct. In which case you are rolling the dice on Matt getting a high penalty and you getting a low penalty. Behind A2 is another penalty.
Jesus.
Really is knocking you down here.
But I get up again.
You've got 477 left. How much of that are we losing? Another 15%, so you probably could have used that on your final move if you did have cash in hand. You're down to 406. Matt, this is your final turn in the grid. 1 is a cash.
All of the above.
And 2 a penalty.
Right, so...
All of the above, Vixen.
All of the above, Vixen.
So I'm just trying to think. Has Prey left D1 knowing that it's cash and hoping it's a big one, hoping it's basically anything sort of 44,000 upwards? Or is he trying to lure me in, or does he know that's a really big high penalty one? I'm tempted to... Do you know what? Yeah, sod it. I'm going to go for D1, please.
Playing on Prey's reveal. Now, obviously, he doesn't know the value of the tile, but he does know the colour of the tile.
God, it's always nice when bluffing works.
Behind D1 is a penalty.
Okay.
Go big. Go big.
You do need this to be big, because...
You need to be 95% to give you a chance, Prey, to be fair.
The maximum value that we have in terms of cash is 25,000. So you do need this to be big in order to be able to make 25,000, 20,000, maybe 15,000 a possibility.
This will be a hell of a Lazarus move if you pull this off, mate.
Go big. Go big. Go
How
big.
much is Matt losing?
Oh, hello.
55%. Which puts Matt on 20,747. Which does put this into possibility territory. You can win with 22,500 or 25,000. Those are your only 2 points of victory. But you also have a 50-50 chance of hitting the right tile here. You have to hit the cash first. If you hit the penalty, it's all over. Hit the cash, and there is a chance that you find the right one you need.
Good luck, mate, whatever happens.
Right, what Tetramino do I want to make here? Do I want to make a T-block or do I want to make a square?
T-block or no, yeah. JB says D3. Stop it, bish. Only says with B2 you can make a T or a Z. That's true, you can make either depending on what the colour is, yeah.
Oh, fucking Christ, I hate these situations. I'm gonna go with my gut. I think it's a T block. I'm gonna go with B2.
You're going with B2, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. JV says he fucked up.
I don't think I
Doesn't know
have.
that.
I don't think I have.
Behind B2. Is cash.
Whoa.
You picked the right tile. Now,
Big.
final
Big.
decision here from the grid.
Big.
How big,
Big.
is this cash?
Big.
You need
Big.
this to be
I need this to be
22,500
Yeah.
or 25,000. If it's 20k, you lose by only 300 doots.
341. Big.
Behind B2.
Go big. Go big. Go big. Go big.
15,000! It's not enough! It brings you up to 15,406. Matt, you are our winner tonight with 20,747. Oh my god, what another tight finish that was, despite all of the knocking down you had there, Prey.
What would have been behind B3? What's the penalty behind B3?
D3.
D3, sorry.
Let me press the pay dues button first for Matt. There you go, Matt. You've got your 20,747. Let's show what was behind D3. A 65% penalty.
If I'd hit that, you probably would have won that, Prey.
I don't know, actually. I think it might have needed to be a 70%, but I can't do the math in my head right now, but it would have been damn close either way. Oh, man. Well, at the end there, Prey, you finished on 15,406. It's not enough to win. Matt is our winner, 27,47. Prey, how do you feel?
It's a game of chance at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. But there's a bit of strategy. You got a bluff in there.
I got a good bluff in there, so I'll take that.
Though in the end, it seemed that a bluff wouldn't have helped value-wise, but the 65% still wouldn't have been enough against the 15,000 that was in the final tile. Matt, you're our winner with 20,000 and some change. How do you feel?
Firstly, hard luck, Prey. That was a cracker of a game. But yeah, it seems on the two games where Vixen has not backed me, I'd win. So yeah, keep that up.
What you say, the Vixen is sort of anti-manifesting you?
It's a bad luck charm.
Bad luck charm, something along those lines, yeah.
And also, interesting to see how the game plays out once the bankrupt goes in the first tile.
Yeah, bankrupt on the first tile there from Prey was an interesting...
No disrespect, but...
Hey, I did say start off with a bang.
You definitely did on C4, very much so. Well, thank you very much, Prey and Matt, for playing tonight's game of Indegrid. I hope you both had fun, and
always do.
And enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you later. Take care.
See you later.
Pleasure and a privilege as always, Ash, and have fun Friday night.
Thank you very much.
Have a blast.
I will try
C4.
blasting the trumpet, yes, but not with C4, no. Bye!
Get that on Mythbusters.
No, that show is long dead, and Adam Savage is probably never going to do anything with that ever again. He does better stuff with Tested. It's a good YouTube channel. Go and watch it. Right, that brings me to a close on tonight's stream proper. We've done all the wheel shenanigans as well. Thank you very much for tuning in throughout to the end of tonight's episode of Quiz Night. Do we have anyone to go and raid into tonight on Twitch? Let's have a quick look, shall we? We have got online right now. We have Ashens. We've got Sheev. We've got Carl Sagan currently doing some Nintendo World Championship NES edition. Though he is just rolling the credits right now, so he might be finishing soon. Shall we go and raid into Not an advert. Go away, advert. Shall we go into... Yeah, we'll go right into Sheev. There you go. Sheev Dog is our raid. And our raid message was Saurus, which was S-A-U... What was the R? That one. U. What was the number again for Saurus? What was the numbers? The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? 728787. There you go. 728787 for Saurus. That's going to be our raid message tonight. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm not here on Friday, but I will be around in Sheffield. If you happen to be in Sheffield and you see me, come and say hi. I don't bite, though the trumpet might get in the way. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.